Morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, guys. We are here in the just chatting section just before we go into the podcast itself with today's guest at MasterDabWalker. You can see his name pinned in chat, and you will see it also in the title. So it is Saturday, the 10th of January, 2026, and we are getting ready for our third episode already of This Is Our Way with Mando G11 with today's guest, Master Dab Walker. That's right. Good morning, first of all. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am good. So, okay, this is the third episode ever of This Is Our Way with Mando G11 podcast, and it is with Master Dab Walker himself, and assuming going to be very good because he is a good talker and vocalizes himself very well, unlike me with a thick Irish accent.
Man,
Speaking of
that's the
Irish,
nicest way anyone's ever told me I'm a good bullshitter. Thank you. I
no,
appreciate
no, not definitely not.
that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But on a good note, the fact that I mentioned the word Irish, I better do the Irish thing, guys, because could be some Irish viewers pop in later on this or on YouTube later. So for the Irish viewers out there, Kate Mila Fáilte Roiv and Dia Guiv Galer, and I hope you have a wonderful time. Can I have your permission to clip, VOD, or post any of this podcast in any social media?
Yes.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so make sure I write that down. That he said yes. Keep that on file, everybody.
I've incriminated myself.
The main question that most streamers get asked at the very start of a podcast is why the name? Why Master Dad Walker?
I'm a Star Wars fanatic, to be honest. I was raised on it, and I can outsmoke anyone I've ever met. I don't care who knows it. I'll outsmoke you, no problem. So, Skywalker, Dad Walker. I don't. I want to say someone gave me the idea, and I ended up on Dab Walker finally. And see, I'm the only one with a name anywhere.
Tell us, how did you start with streaming, with the concept of streaming, not for you as a streamer, but in general? How did you come in contact with streaming? Was it via watching YouTube's back in the day or watching Twitch back in the day
I mean,
originally?
I've always been an avid gamer, and when streaming started to become popular, I obviously saw it and everything. I've never been one to sit down and watch people stream, actually. Not unless I really knew them and got to know them. Especially back then. There's a
Definitely.
lot of positive and negatives that I think that came from the streaming
Mm-hmm.
starting. A lot of positives was it brought nerd culture to the forefront of the world. I mean, back when we were kids, you got beat up for liking Star Wars and shit, guys. Like that lightsaber beat you up. It wasn't comfortable. Nowadays, jocks are into it. They know about Lord of the Rings and everything. That was not a thing when I was a kid. No, people were not waiting for the next hip anime and shit. That was not a thing at
Yeah,
all.
I
Streamer culture helped bring that forward a lot in a lot of ways.
yeah, I'd agree to that. Yeah, different countries, different cultures as well. Though. I know I'm a massive Star Wars fan. You can see behind me. You got on with everybody, in your class because you
Mhm.
you knew each other. Small towns, small towns breeds
Yeah,
familiarity. So I think it didn't, people knew you before you even started school. They knew you probably from preschool, like and everything, like and you grew all the way up through school together. So I think it's kind of more of a it was more that was the reason people were tolerant. It wasn't because they didn't like it or anything. That was just that they knew you and they knew you for a long period of time, so
right.
it wasn't
Yeah.
really an issue.
See, I played sports in school and everything, and I was not considered a nerd at all. But I was very openly like, "Hey, I'm going to an anime convention. I'll see you guys next week." Like, I didn't care, but I never got bullied or anything. I
Yeah.
never bullied people or anything like that. And I think it's like I got along with everyone, and I knew everyone. I took the time to get to know people, so
Yes.
I didn't judge them by what they liked and everything. But especially here in America, social conceptions are terrible, and if you don't follow them, then you're looked down upon. And it's gotten a lot better in a lot of ways, but
Mm.
back then it was really bad.
Co-
It's not, you didn't step out
Conform
of
or
line, you
else.
didn't do things. Hmm.
Before I was even
Yep.
christened, I was born Catholic. Am I a
Hmm.
practicing Catholic? That's up for debate. Do I believe there's something else? Of course, I believe there's something else. But what do I
Right.
believe is up to me and me as an individual. I think that's for everybody. Everybody has their own belief
I agree.
system. Let's move on. So, Master Dad Walker, what is your favorite genre or type of games? of other streamers, not your stream, but other streamers that you like to view when you're not streaming yourself? Why? And or does
Mm.
mood dictate what you want to watch? So
When I have people tapped up a lot of times, unless there's chatting going on, like I'll listen to the chatting and talking chat and stuff. But when they're actually playing, a lot of times I'm the kind of person that I'm gonna play the game. So for me to watch the game now, like battle royale, some fighting games, stuff like that. Sometimes I'll sit down and watch stuff like that because it's two people competing. And you don't really know what's going to happen. It's not like watching a solo player game or watching someone play Skyrim or something like that. So if I were to, I think it'd be more towards something like that, or even Arc Raiders, something like that, because it's such
unpredictable.
a different concept. You don't know what's going to happen. So sometimes watching something like that wouldn't be too bad either. But as far as like single player games or even RPGs to an extent, um,
I
they're
get
very
you.
predictable once you get so far. So
Okay, that's a very good answer. As for streams, yourself. As for streams, what's your genre or favorite category to stream game wise? Why obviously, and I suppose, is there a favorite type or time that you've seen other streamers stream? Seen things you like from their streams and said, I'm going to take that from that stream. I'm going to take a bit of this from this stream, put it together into my stream, but make it my own individual thing. Or has it just been all Master Dab Walker from day one when you first?
right.
I'm going to do it my way.
Um, I've definitely gotten ideas from other streamers like the Stoners Club and Legion, Freya, Shogun, Powerless. A lot of how my stream runs is based a lot on what I've learned from them, and
Mm-hmm.
I've incorporated a lot of stuff from them. And like Multipope gave me my sound programming for my sound mixer and stuff. So
Which
um, I do pull stuff from other streamers to an extent, but it's also closer friends and stuff, people that I know. Mr. Moda is wonderful. He's helped me a lot with my stream too. Um,
yes, he's a legend. He's
I have seen a lot of streamers use stuff and people really like it, like the Pokemon thing. People love the Pokemon thing.
mm-hmm.
I'd rather have Digimon or like Beyblade or something like that, which I am looking into something like that. But like,
And you're not a
mhm,
see. Some people are afraid to say that they've seen things in other people's streams that they like, and they might incorporate it into their stream or incorporate parts of it, or not their person's personality, not what they do per se, but something like
right,
as you said, like the pokecatch or elements of streaming added into your stream that aren't
yeah,
actually towards your character and how you perform as a streamer, how you actually stream yourself. So that's good. As you said, music again, multi Pope. Big shout out to Pope, guys. If you don't know Pope, he's got two albums on Spotify. One is called Modaverse, made for Moda,
he's
and
amazing.
also Unbroken Flame, which is a fantastic album to be honest. So big shout out to Pope there, guys. That's who Multipop is. And again, a big shout out to Mr. Moda. Next question, which is pretty, which ties in nicely to what we were talking about earlier and just now. The big question, I suppose, what was the motivation behind you pressing go live for the first
Playing with my friends.
time?
I did not start streaming to do anything but play with Legion, to be honest. When Shogun decided to first start streaming and Frey and Powerless were getting back into it, I was building our computers and stuff. And Shogun mentioned it to me a few times. I was like, nah, it's cool. I'll just be behind the scenes. I'll play with you. I can just be that mysterious voice. I'll fix the computers and shit. He didn't leave me alone at all for like a little over a year. It had to be a little over a year. So back in June or July, I was like, you know what? Fine. I'll go live, see what happens. So any of you that have been in my stream realize I don't have shit set up hardly at all. I mean, I've got blurbs and sounds now, but that was like this last week. So like I haven't had anything set up for 8 months or so because I didn't have any interest in it. I didn't go to stream like normal people do. I went to stream so I could have fun and play games with my friends. So we can make stupid videos together and just hang out.
so,
And people like watching us apparently. So, we
so
love hanging out with everyone that comes and watches our streams. It's a great community. We love everyone. Met some fantastic people. I met the world's greatest Mando there. This guy is fucking
yeah,
fantastic. So,
no,
you know,
I don't agree with that, but I appreciate the sentiment. But on a
good
serious
thing you
note,
don't have to agree with my opinion. Ha.
exactly opinion. But no, on a serious note, I hear all that, and it makes a lot of sense. So like people stream, your friends are streaming, you're not streaming, they're live on Twitch. It does become an issue. I think if you're a gamer and you're playing with a streamer, but you're not a streamer,
Yeah.
it's not as inclusive or you don't feel as included. I think then when you stream as well, if it's a collaboration, for instance, like yesterday when we were playing yesterday, things that it becomes more inclusive. You feel like
Hmm.
we're all in this together. So I think yeah,
I think a lot of it was we wanted to give the whole Legion's perspective, and I'm the only one who didn't stream. I'm the only one who didn't stream, so um,
against the grain as
it wasn't
always.
even being left out because I'm a mod in their channels, and I'd have all the chats pulled up, and I was in the Discord, so people knew who I was, and I responded to chat and everything. That wasn't an issue. It was just more of well, might as well put my perspective out there now. I mean, everyone's yelling at me. I never, honestly, I never thought I'd be this big, this fast at all. I never, at all whatsoever. And I appreciate everyone who supported me.
You're worth watching. You know,
I don't know about that. I'm a goofy motherfucker running around the
uh,
field sometimes.
well, you can't. You
you
can't. You
you do
refute my
remember when
opinion.
I shot the Rocketeer, right?
Yes, I should have clipped that. Why did I clip that? I should have clipped that. Feel about streaming that benefits you the most and how psychologically and socially, for instance, in these areas.
I mean, I get to talk to different people every day, and even the same people, and I learn new things. You know, I get perspectives from other people, and yeah, sometimes we have great new experiences and stuff. And sometimes when you're not streaming with other people, I mean, we stream with people across the world. I mean, you're in Ireland,
Hmm.
I'm in America, so this experience right here, doing this podcast, that would have never happened if I didn't start streaming.
That's true.
You know, I wouldn't have met you, and I wouldn't benefit from this interaction the way I'm going to. I wouldn't be the same person. And I appreciate that. And that's something that a lot of people don't really realize when streaming becomes a big part of your life, you know, and those people that are following you and the people you stream with, that is part of your life. And, you know, people can joke all they want. Oh, it's online. It's online. No, those are people. Those are real people with voices and feeling in their voices. And, you know, we hear that. We hear each other.
Yeah, so socially, obviously, then it benefits you greatly because it opens up
Hmm.
your social networking. Basically, it
Right.
opens your circle. Sometimes not for the best. Sometimes you meet great people. So
Oh,
like
yeah.
it has
You
pros
know,
and cons.
bad lessons are lessons too. And I
Yeah,
learned new things a lot too. I've learned a lot of technical stuff with streaming and stuff, and you know, just random facts and stuff. You never know what you're gonna learn from people.
exactly. Yeah, I'd agree with that completely. Before you did go live, was it ever an idea you wanted to pursue in your mind, and does it still feel the same going live now as it did the first time when you go live?
Yeah. um, at one point, years and years and years ago, I thought about streaming. Yeah, I had a group of friends. We played video games a lot together, and when streaming first started getting big. Um, and I had a lot going on. I was a chef, I was a full time chef back then. You know, that was my career, and I just didn't have time. You know, life moves fast, and if you don't stop and look at stuff, guys, it's gone. That happens. You look back and you're like, ah, fuck. So um, I I just never did it. So
But it was in your
then
mind.
when I went live the first time in June or July, um, it was a great feeling, you know, and people had fun, and I had a lot of fun playing with Legion when we first did it, and we all have good days and bad days, and some days it is harder to go live because you know personal stuff. You could be having, I mean, depression, anxiety, you know, mental illnesses, physical pain. You know, it could ruin your day. But a lot of times when you push past that and you do go live and you start talking to people from your stream and live, you realize why you push yourself to go live, and it's a good feeling. And
Okay.
you know, that's never really changed. You know, I still get the great feeling I get the first time I stream, every time I go live. I know someone's gonna be there and we're gonna have a good time.
Brilliant. Okay. As a streamer, we open ourselves to the social media world. In other words, we open our lives publicly, and all that comes with being a public streamer, public person, have you experienced any person or persons who deliberately try to make your life or streams difficult in chat or even behind the scenes? And if you have, how did you approach it?
Without going into too much detail, it'd be very hard at someone at this point in my life to make my life difficult without me letting them. Even someone troll online, to be honest.
Hmm.
At the end of the day, they don't pay my bills. They don't care about me. They don't even know who I really am. and that doesn't bother me. They obviously either had a bad day or they felt like they needed to do it. Doesn't hurt me. I don't care. Obviously, I don't want people causing trouble in my chats and streams and attacking other people or whatever. You want to come after me and make fun of me all day or try to whatever. Cool, whatever. Obviously, if you start causing some trouble, we're gonna take steps and ban you or whatnot. But even in day to day life, I've been through too much crazy shit, Mando, to be completely honest. And a lot of it wasn't good at all. But that also gave me a very unique perspective on life. It's short and nothing lasts forever, including pain and bad times. There's always a bright horizon somewhere. It's not going to last forever, but it's there. Like the center of a tornado. There are calms. Life's rough,
Yeah,
but
it's a very good answer. I do believe that the past is the past. Everybody knows my history. I'm not going to go
absolutely
into my history because this is not about me. I do the podcast to give you, Dab, and other people a platform to promote yourself in a way that people can see you not just as a streamer while you're playing the game and how you act in the game, but how you are a little bit in real life between the
right.
lines as well. Like so, I'm not going to go into my issues and everything. I always try
I
to
mean, it is a
avoid
good
that.
comparison, though. A lot of people here do know that your life, in a lot of ways, guys, my life in another way, it sucked like man. It was on some real shit in another way, but at that level, that it's like, did that just happen to me? Like, what's going on right now? This is horrible. Like, world's ending, like on a day to day basis, and it's always something new.
Hmm.
So it's a good comparison, but it teaches you,
It
it teaches
teaches
you
you,
a
yeah.
lot, and
I like.
you either let it break you and wallow, or you learn from it and you learn from your mistakes and the other mistakes that led to what happened, and you all you can do is try to prevent it. Prepare for
That's
the worst. You
that's
know what?
that.
If the worst happens, get back up. The best advice anyone ever gave them: don't stop, get up. We're not
I
stagnant people.
I agree. I agree. The president is the president for a reason. Looking back in the past it's gone. It's not. We can't change it. I always say to people when they come into my stream, this is going off slightly off topic without going into what we're currently discussing. But and it's a good example of what you said. And it's something that I say to people all the time. Gifted subs, bits, everything. Their currency. You can always refund the
Hmm.
currency, right? Even if you go shop, you buy something you don't
Yep.
want, you can return it. Time is the only currency, and it is currency that we have in life that we cannot refund. So when people come into streams, come in and spend even a minute with you in your stream, that's a minute they won't get back. So I always say to people
Yes.
like, listen, look, time is probably the most valuable currency we have in life. So when it passes, it's gone. It's done. It's in the past. It's you can't go back and refund it, you know? So I always say, look, that happened to me. Learn what you can from it. Remember it because there's a memory. Remember it, but don't dwell on it. Always remember that you have to be mindful of where you are right now, first of all, and worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow, like
Exactly.
don't kind of fixate on the past or fixate on the future. Kind of fixate on what you're doing now because what happens is you get lost in the noise of the past and the noise of what you want to happen in the future, and you end up missing everything you're doing in the present. And I think a lot of people forget about that. Not just streaming, I'm talking about real life here and everything as well. Like people forget about that, and then they're like, God, if I had done that today, then I'd be here tomorrow. Whereas they were so worried about where they are tomorrow, they forgot to do what they need to do today to be ready for tomorrow. So I think worry about
Yeah.
tomorrow. Focus on what you need to do today. Get today done.
Tomorrow takes care of itself.
Eh,
Yesterday is gone. Don't forget, or you'll doom to repeat your mistakes. You learn
yes,
from the past, you don't forget it, but you do not live in the past. You move on. You live in the
exactly.
present. You let tomorrow take care of itself. Hindsight is 2020 all
Hmm.
the time with rose-colored glasses on top of it,
Yeah,
guys.
don't shoot a
Can't look
rocketeer.
back. You can't look back and say, what could I have done different? Like, oh, I should have done this. I should have done this. No, you stop and you're like, man, I messed up. You turn around, you go the other way, and you know what not to do. Believe me, you know what not to do. Even if you don't think you do, you do. You keep moving, learn from your mistakes.
Speaking of hindsight, this ties in perfectly. Was there anything becoming a streamer when you actually went live that in hindsight, sorry, you felt you weren't prepared expect to happen?
Yeah, this many people liking me and talking to me and watching me play video games. To be honest.
Okay, that's a nice hindsight. That's good. But
Like
that's
I said
good.
earlier, I didn't expect to grow this fast at all. To be honest, I mean, back in the day, I was really good at video games back then.
Mm-hmm.
Now I feel like I'm good, but I'm not nearly pro level or as good as I used to be at all, and I know that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, people, I enjoy playing for people and they ask questions and teach people and helping them out, and I learn stuff about games from people all the time. Someone told me something about Arc earlier. I don't remember what it is now, but I was like, oh shit, I had no idea. I did not know that. So yeah, it's fun. I love it.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that and probably echo the exact same sentiment. I think we're here to actually support each other. The whole reason Twitch was born in the first place was a supportive streaming network. Yeah, I agree with everything you said there, and that's my only add on to it. Is when I started again, I didn't expect a lot of things to happen for me that happened when it came to streaming. And have a goal or expectation from streaming. Have you obtained it? Or do you have goals or expectations in life or in streaming for this year, for 2026?
As far as streaming, honestly, my own goal is to support the rest of Legion to get them to where they want to be. As far as my own personal streams and everything, I have fun doing it. And I have fun with everyone. I have fun with all of you, but I don't really have any goals. You know, if it becomes something cool, great. I'm doing something I love. But life is really short to expect huge things out of something that you don't know if they can streaming work out. Sure. But then if you look at it that way and start pushing for the wrong reasons, it could really turn into a very toxic environment and be horrible. Life is short and life messes things up. Human emotions also do that. And when that ties in, you know, setting short term goals that are realistic is great, but grand ones like I'm going to become Kai Cenat.
Yeah, I see.
No one knows you. Shut up and sit down. That's what that is. You know, it's unrealistic. So,
I'm genuinely
uh,
clapping there. That wasn't sarcastic. That is so far. Like I know you're still answering, but that's so far an excellent answer. I think too many people go, especially new streamers, come live and expect it happens overnight. Twitch
coming into it
streaming
thinking
about.
it's not going to be hard is
Yes,
a lot of people's biggest mistake. Nothing
yes,
in life worth having is easy. That is easy. There's a reason it's a saying. Yeah, it's annoying. It's really annoying to hear that. But if everyone thinks about it, what if you, when you get that feeling of, man, I did that. Probably wasn't easy, but you got a good feeling from it. You know, you
yeah,
did that, you know, and it was worth it. You know, a lot of people take it for granted nowadays. You know,
yes,
age of technology and everything, we take a lot for granted. A
yes,
lot. I mean,
yeah.
we grew up in a time we saw all kinds of changes and everything. And the generation now, they have no idea. They can't comprehend the fact that I'm older than Google, man. Like, what do you mean? And they're like, no, 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 no. Like,
Gen
that's not
X.
possible. It's their whole life. Like,
Yeah,
so, you know, it's that's a lot. Misconception is a huge problem in the streaming community because they
like
have a misconception that they're going to be huge. You should watch me. It's like, well, why? Like, you seem like a little bit of an asshole. If I'm sorry, man. Like, I don't want to watch you. I'm gonna go over and watch this dude who's just chilling and vibing. Like,
mm-hmm.
he seems cool. That's what a lot of people want to do. You know.
Yeah, I stream for fun. Well, look, we'll come to that again later on the thing. But yes, I agree and echo everything that you said there. As you say, older Google. Yeah, I cell phones back in when we had cell
Oh
phones.
man,
Forget about the 1970s ones like you
remember the
seen in
old
the
car
films.
phones that plugged into the car in the
Yeah.
middle? Oh my god.
But my cell phone was a Motorola like cell phone. Like it was like a handset like you would have had on the home base
Oh, I had the
monitors.
nice indestructible Nokia. You know,
Oh, you're
survived the prehistoric
you
age.
must have been a little bit younger than me. So my phone was
Just a
literally a
little bit.
walkie-talkie, and the screen for texting, guys, was literally
Mm-hmm.
the calculator screen on the calculator. That's what it was. It was like that. Okay, so goals for me, right? I always feel very like I agree with you. Goals, expectations, especially as a streamer. I think it opens the door to the possibility of great things, but also very negative things. So I don't have goals, expectations. Like my goals for this year in real life and in streaming is my goals in streaming is continue as I am. I mean, I'm not gonna. I am who I am. I grow organically. I've been streaming for 2.5 years. I'm at the level I am at
Right.
now. I could be at 3 or 4 thousand if I do what other people do. And I'm not even talking about that should not be named, but other types of kind of
Right.
networking and everything. I just go live and I go and support other people in streams when I can and stuff. But I don't overdo it and try and do those bots where they shout into everybody's channel like in chat like that. Hey, hi, like, and they're not actually doing it themselves and all. There's lots of different ways you can grow your channel. I've done it the only way I know how. Press go live, be myself, come off, and then if I can go support people when I can, because I have issues with my mental health and back and everything. But we're not going to talk about that
Right.
part of it at the moment. Um, but I think goals and expectations, of course, they're important. I'm not saying don't have them. No, to everybody who anyone is watching or who watches this back, it's not. It is important to have goals, and expectations, but realistic ones. Don't be that person that has that goal or expectation that if it fails, it's going to make you miserable. Have a
Yeah.
realistic one. Like today, my goal today was do a podcast and hope Master Dabwalker can make it. Hope nothing happened that he can't make it, and that's the goal for today. Also, was that he makes it, we can go live and we can start this. That was it. That was all it was. Was that was the goal? If you said
Fair
that,
enough.
oh look, I
It's
can't
a good
make it,
goal.
well that's a
See,
realistic
guys, that's
goal.
a short-term, realistic goal. Like life happens day by day, and yeah, you make plans, weeks, months, vacation, parties, what have you. But realistically, you live your life day to day, and it fucks up every day. We all know that. So, like, keep that in mind when you're making plans and goals and stuff. You know what you're capable of, and it's always good to push yourself to be capable of more, but don't break yourself in the process.
Yeah,
No one wants a broken you. You know,
be realistic. Just be realistic. That's all. With your hopes, dreams, and goals, be realistic.
hmm
And never never stifle yourself by giving yourself too much to do, because I think when
when
you
you
have
start
too many
achieving
goals.
those smaller goals, they become bigger and bigger, and you'll be amazed what you can accomplish because you took smaller steps to get where you needed to go.
Exactly.
You know, small steps make a giant road.
All roads lead to the same place in the end,
Yeah, if anyone in my chat's wondering what we're doing, Mando's doing a podcast and interviewing me. If you go over to his Twitch, I didn't even think about that. I should have knocked so that we could have shared chat
It's still not,
next time.
it's still never too late, dude, and I can still work no matter. Bubbles sends her regards. About Bubbles, how are you? How are things? Welcome in. How are you?
Great
Guys,
friend.
if you
Great
don't
friend.
know 30 Unbroken, please give him a follow. Please, he is an amazing person. Also, this guy I'm talking to, Master
Already
Dabwalker, he
done, my guy. Already
is
done.
he is awesome as well. Did I turn off my stream? No.
No, it's I can still see your shirt. I'm looking at your face and my face side by side.
It's just strange
See,
because
this is that weird feeling that we were talking about earlier, guys. Like looking at it side by side. Why are you guys okay? Like, look like two kind of ugly, weird looking people. Like, what the hell?
very me that is. Okay, so moving on. So we talked about goals. So in real life, outside of streaming, you work still? Like you said, you were a chef, but do you still work full time or part time? And what is it
As
like
of right
when
now, no. The biggest
no?
reason being is childcare is terrible. And because of where my girlfriend works, we could not at the time get a sitter. I had to stay home because it was more expensive to have a babysitter and me go to work. We actually lost money, me working where we live. It's terrible. And I have 20 years of experience in the kitchen of where we live. The patient's
Yes.
not there. Um, and I also have two hernias that I need to get corrected this coming year. So that kind of
Oh,
puts a
okay.
damper on doing too many crazy things, even for me. Not that stopped me. I do side catering sometimes and different handyman stuff here and there.
Yeah, I got you. So
I
there's
fix pieces again,
so you can be so
selling
technically
stuff.
you're like me. So
Yeah,
you're a full time
unfortunately, slightly broken.
you're a full time streamer because of
Yeah,
circumstance. Because that's what I
yeah. As
am.
of now, I'm a full time streamer, and I mean, the way I grew, if it, like I said, if it turns into something, Moda wants me to look into a sponsorship that he knows about.
Yeah, I got
I'm
accepted
gonna
into
look
that,
into it.
but
If
I got it.
something happens, it happens. But if it
Yeah,
doesn't, hey, you know what? It doesn't. I'm still having fun with everyone who's hanging out with me. So
yeah.
that's never gonna change. That is
I
never gonna change.
the sponsorship that Mr. Moda got, I obviously did it for him as well. Do you know, if you use his name, it helps him out. So I did that, and I got accepted into it, but I haven't actually activated it. I'm kind of because I stream for fun. As I said, I'm a full time streamer as well, as I say in my streams many times, because not for infamy, not for money, but because I have a disability pension, so I have an income coming in every month. It's shit, but it's an income. So when I say I stream full time,
Right.
it's because I cannot do anything else. I'm physically incapable of working, mentally and physically, because of my disability after the three spinal surgeries and all that. So I stream genuinely just to stream. So, as you said there, whatever happens going forward happens. I think that's the same for every streamer, like you said for yourself.
Yeah.
If something comes out of it, comes out of it. But a lot of reasons we
Yeah.
stream, we're well, a lot
See,
of reasons why we're full
I
time
have my
streamers.
stream set up and it's monetized. Like I do make more money off ads than you probably do. And like the subs really help me out.
Hmm.
Because the money that I get from my stream does usually go back into my stream or
Yeah,
honestly
yeah.
it's some crazy thing that went wrong in my life.
If you don't know, if you would, I'd say Master Dab. She is part of the Motiverse as well as her own stream team. She's a partner as well with Twitch. It's Bubbles 420. If you don't know her, guys, go check her out. She's awesome. She was recently on the front page of Twitch, which was amazing. Well
Oh, yeah,
deserved.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, if I don't have her followed, then Twitch really is going crazy. Because I remember we all were talking about that the other day.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was fantastic.
She
That
it's
was great.
well deserved, well deserved, and I'm
Yeah,
glad to
yeah,
see it because she's an awesome person. Thank
crazy.
you so much, BC Imateb. Well, I'm gonna have to do it, and because thank you
Bubbles,
for
I'm really
5 gifts
sorry. I
of
thought I
subs.
followed you so long ago. That's crazy. Twitch had me unfollow you. Apparently, it's happened a few times with some of the streamers I followed. Keep it
BC,
subs for the win.
thank you,
Oh, he's
BC.
Mando.
BC, by experience, actually, for now that as I said, guys, time is probably the most valued thing that we have in life. So thank you so much. I appreciate your time, and thank you so much for your time. Same 30, same and Queen Rocky, welcome in as well. How you getting
She's
on?
super excited.
Maybe we can get a queen in here at some stage.
She is the queen
She is
of the universe.
the queen of hiding while we are gooping in our creators.
No, it's not fair. I
Where's
was
the
supposed
hatch?
to play with her and show her the ropes, and I
She's
got pulled
laughing.
away.
She's laughing.
It's
Where's
my
the
fault.
hatch?
It's
Where's
my
that?
fault.
We spawn in and where's the hatch? Okay, so we moved on from goals and expectations for 2026, and we all talked about real life streaming and work. So you don't work in you're a full time streamer like me because of circumstances, because you can't work because childcare costs are too much. Because you do little bits and pieces here and there, and then you stream. So for me, I can't do anything physically because of my disability, but
Right.
I stream because it's that or look at the four walls of the house for the day. So I mean, that's why I'm
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Oh man.
But I
Yeah.
don't envy that lifestyle for anybody. Okay, so how is a typical day start to finish for you, Dab Walker? From waking up in the morning to going to bed at night, including streaming, everything. So, like, what is a typical day like? I don't want to hear like the intimate details of like what you do when you go to the bathroom, things like that. Like, you
No, I mean,
know.
I just get up and make sure everyone has what they need, and
Mm-hmm.
I take the day as it goes. To be honest.
Okay, so there's no kind. Okay, but that'll lead on later to the schedules for streaming. So basically, you just you get up, you do what you have to do for your kids, everything. Make sure everybody's good to go for the day.
Yeah,
Hit the go live button.
and I'm
I'm
always
assuming.
available for them to come get me if I want, even while I'm streaming, and they know
Hmm.
that. I actually rearranged my living room last week so that it better works. So
Okay, and then like how? Because this is a good question actually, because I see you live quite a bit. Like so,
Mhm.
I asked they're going to bed. So sleep patterns. What? How do you find your sleep patterns? Do you find that because
I don't have
of
sleep patterns.
okay, so kind
I
of.
never have.
Mm-hmm.
My insomnia is really bad. I might get 2 hours a night, if 2 or 3 hours a night, maybe. Realistically, every other night or so, I get about 3 hours of sleep between the days, and then but I have weeks where I will stay up for 3 or 4 days, and I'll lay in bed, try to rest.
Mm-hmm.
Doctors have tried a bunch of stuff. It's just there's no one's figured out what to do about it, and I not physically hurt from it. My mental focus is fine. I've been tested. It's just I, it sucks. It sucks. I wish I could sleep, to be honest with you. Even when I do sleep, if I dream, it's lucid dreaming. So like I'm aware and conscious that I'm asleep and dreaming, and that's exhausting in its own way, to be
Yeah.
honest. So
Um.
uh, I do sleep when I can. I do get enough sleep. I know some people worry about me. You even asked me, like, "Yeah, are you okay?" I am good. I promise. If I wasn't, I would say something, or you wouldn't see me. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, sleep is not really a huge part of my life, unfortunately. I really
So
wish it was. I missed that train.
okay, so lucid dreaming. Okay, I have had a few of those, but I think some people have at some stage of their life, maybe not, but not as frequently, obviously, as you have, going by what you said. But
Yeah, it's not a
what
frequent thing for most people.
when you say 3 hour, 2 to 3 hours a night, can you put it in context of like a ratio of time? Like, is it like, I know you said some days you're up for 3 or 4
I
days
sleep
straight.
for 20 or 25 minutes at a time, and I'll wake up and then I'll fall back asleep for 20 to 25 minutes. And that's basically how that works.
Okay, okay, yeah.
And
So
there's not really, it's any time. If I'm doing a lot of stuff and I actually finally, if I wear myself out enough, my body will finally put me to sleep. But even then, it's
yes,
only like 4 or 5 hours. It's not like it should be like normal people. They're out for like 8, 10 hours. No, no, my body's like, you're good. I'm like, but I'm so sore right now. I don't want to get it. No, that's not
yeah,
like,
no,
no.
I feel that. I feel that on a very personal note. As you know my
Yeah,
situation. So like I
yeah,
can lie in
definitely.
bed, I could stream in the morning times for me here in Ireland, and end up crashing out like in bed at 4 or 5 in the afternoon and being waking up at 11 o'clock at night, like when like so missed a whole evening, and
Right,
then kind of go on and support people as much as I can for a little while, because obviously everyone here in the house is going to bed at that time when I'm waking up, and then go back to bed because I need to get up at 7 in the morning to bring my son to school. So I could be lying in bed for four or
right.
five hours looking at the ceiling, going, and then eventually just doze off, and just as I doze off, get the all hey, you need to wake up, and I'm like, oh, I just feel like I just went to sleep,
Ah,
which I
man,
probably did,
yeah.
you know. But listen, look,
Yeah, but then you
that's
look at the clock and it's been 2 hours. Oh, it's terrible.
and it's hard then to maintain like this is my genuine personality, like what this podcast and when I stream it, and people see the real me when I stream, when no matter what it is.
Yep.
I never and I'm the same in real life as I am on stream, so like I am that positive most of the time, or not most of the time, all the time, no matter how much pain I'm in, how much is going on up here. I'm on a lot of medication for all that stuff, but like what I find is um I have to be, because I've been in the other side of it. I've been where the point where is, why did this happen to me, and gone down that very, very dark road. And I was like, I need to turn this around, like, and that was through professionals
Yeah.
and through friends and help and everything, and doctors and stuff. But eventually I realized, hey, come on, I'm the same person I was before this happened to me. Let's be that person again, by just thinking more positively, and even just thinking more positively can have a giant effect on your whole mental health going forward, as it could in
Yes.
in your life. Now, sorry, going back to me again. So I don't mean to do this in the podcast. I don't
Uh,
normally do this podcast, but it's just that me and Dab are similar in a lot of ways, so a lot of things just
Yeah, we are.
reflects
We have a lot
mirrors.
of views similar. We've talked some before. We have a
Yeah,
lot of outlooks that are same.
a lot of mirroring going on today. So I'm gonna just stop now with mine. Okay, I'm just drawing. I'm writing it down in a notebook even here. Okay, no more I. Yeah, I wrote down no more I. Okay, so what was your biggest adversary you had to overcome as a content creator, and how did you overcome it? Now, adversity can be anything from equipment to an individual,
You've
or
seen Legion streams, right? And the amount of technical difficulties that we go through sometimes.
yes, I have,
It's not
yes.
that the thing's been overcome. It's the fact that Murphy apparently hates our technology and programming, likes to fuck with our streams all the time. Um, Yeah, we're famous for technical difficulties. Yesterday, I got interrupted by a fuse blowing in my living room like 2 or 3 times. And then OBS just didn't want to work. It crashed 3 or 4 times. It took me 4 hours to get my stream back on. So, we're definitely famous for technical difficulties, but we always get it fixed.
Yes.
You know, if
So
I don't know the answer, I know someone who does. We get the problems fixed, and that's how it works. So there's nothing that we can't really overcome, but definitely the technical difficulties probably are the biggest thing that have, like, damn.
your biggest adversary is hardware and software, basically, in your streams, not individual type individuals or individual type things, but more the hardware and the software side
Making
of
sure
streaming.
everything's running smoothly for everyone too, not just me. The rest of Legion too,
Mm-hmm,
with
mm-hmm.
co-streaming and all that stuff. We want to make sure everyone's having a good experience on both sides, streamers and the viewers. So making sure all the technical difficulties get taken care of is important to me.
Cool. Okay, that's amazing. Yeah. So good answer. Um, Again, echo everything you said there. Did you have any misconceptions of what it would be like to be a streamer or a content creator, uh, or even going out to other people as a supporter, as a friend, in this vast world of
Nah, I am
Twitch?
who I am, and nothing I do or people I meet is going to change that. I know who I am. Like you said earlier, I
Yeah.
I am me.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't like something, I'll remove myself from it. If something happened with me streaming and it was something that didn't agree with me, well, bye bye streaming. Sorry, it's not for me. That's not offense to anyone or anything. But if something like that happened, then I have to stay true to who I am first. Because if I lie to myself,
Yes.
then I'll lie to other people, and that's not okay.
Yes.
Period. The truth is the truth, and that's that.
I agree completely. I'm not going to elaborate on. I've like underlining the I part again. I agree completely. If anyone in chat, by the way, at any stage feels like they want to ask a question or anything, or if there's anything that they want to elaborate on, or they want us to elaborate on that we've answered or said,
To answer Queen, I'm not a vampire.
are you good? Okay, you saw that. All right. Okay, so when it comes to you and your Zen, I think I know where this is going. What the answer is going to be for this, but anyway, your Zen first streaming. What's your go-to software or equipment or lucky charm that evens or levels
Oh,
you out or
oh
comforts
man,
you
you're gonna find this.
during?
So I
Dur-
use OBS because it's worked so far, and it hasn't made me mad enough to find something else. Believe
okay.
me, sooner or later, I'm sure that'll happen. I use whatever works, and if it stops working, I'll use something else. I don't really have favorite programs per se. I know some of Legion do.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't. I've built computers and programmed them enough to know sooner or later the program's not going to do everything you want it to do, and if you force it, you can mess some stuff up. So you got to find a new program.
Mm-hmm.
That's life. Obviously, there's programs I like better than most, but when it came to streaming, I already knew I've helped some other people. Streaming software sucks, and then you try to stream multiple platforms, and it's a
Yeah.
Rubik's cube, guys. It's a Rubik's cube. So no, I definitely did not. As of right now, no. I do like the Steel Series Sonar audio app that I use for my mixer for audio that Pope gave me.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the better ones I think I've used. Other than that, everything else is really. I use OBS, same as everyone else for the most part. I use blurps for my sounds on
Yeah.
extensions. That's about it.
Part of that question as well was: do you have any lucky charm that you have, or do you have anything that levels you out or comforts you before, during, and after stream? So, is there anything like you like to have near you that's important to you that makes you just, if you're feeling like a little bit tense or anything that you like to hold, touch, or look at that helps you to level out, or do you have any other lucky charms that you like to use to level yourself out during a stream or before or after the stream?
Unfortunately, my childhood didn't let me form those kind of attachments with anyone or anything. So I don't. My comfort's inside most of the time. So it's not really physical or anything. I have people who I talk to, obviously, when they're around, I feel better, but not really. When I'm streaming with Legion, the energy's always higher.
Mm-hmm.
They're my family. I love being with them and streaming with them. So, but I mean, other than that, no, not really.
Okay, okay, good answer. Yeah, if that you again, it's all individual. Um,
Hmm.
what is your experience of streaming? What, if anything, would you like to see more of, or less of in the streaming industry itself? And what changes would you make to that streaming industry because of that?
Uh, I mean, I wish people would chill on the hate more than anything, especially recently with a lot of stuff. Man, some people in the streaming community really just have hate for some people, and they get that going and get other people on the train, and it's terrible. People need to chill, step back, like calm down. Um, as far as our community and the motiver extended the motiverse and Darling, Juicy, and all them, and Naughty and Naughty's Corner, Queen with the Feral Misfits. It's probably one of the best communities I've ever been had the privilege to be a part of and talk to. I've met some fantastic people in the motiverse and the
Mm-hmm.
others too. So um
I throw Bubbles in there as well. To be honest, I know she was mentioned earlier. I'm not doing it for because she was mentioned, but like her community as well. She
no,
she
yeah, no, definitely.
she's such an open, wonderful person as well. Very very similar to Mona in the sense of wanting to help people and there for people. So I mean, her community is the same. It's a welcoming, loving community. The same as all the communities you described there. They're very open communities of people who are like-minded but also there for each other,
They're
you know.
honest,
They're honest, yes, genuine. It's really it's
and
a
that's a big part of it. Moda's very upfront about, hey, just keep it chill, don't be mean, and everyone else is too, and Legion especially too. We don't deal with people making fun of people, don't come for people. Trash talking is one thing in the game, we all joke with each other, but at the end of the day, everyone in this community that I've seen has each other's back. I just met Moda and we were playing something. I don't remember, but a random player accused me of cheating. Man, I don't know if I've ever had anyone jump to my defense so fast in my life. This is the first time I've ever been on a voice call with the man. He just met me. And he's like, nah, Master Dad Walker's not like that. You need to back up. So, like, yeah, the community is fantastic,
Thanks for shout
we
out,
all have
Chromie.
each other's backs and it's loving, they're there for you if you need them, you know and even if
Yeah,
you don't want them to be there, they're still there.
exactly.
So
Yes, yes, yes. I would agree completely. I think a lot of people I don't like to use the word community. I suppose realistically, I like to call it like friends because you go to school with someone, you talk to them, you get to know them, they become your friend. You work with someone, you get to talk to them, you get to know them, they become your friend. College, etc., all the way through life. On Twitch, it's not different. I mean, you're on stream,
no,
you're
it's
chatting
not.
to people on stream with you, and if it's a collab, or you're playing with them, or you're talking to people in the chat, like hello Bacon, how you do? Welcome in. Thank you for the shout out, Chromie. But
Thank you for the follow, Bacon. I really appreciate that.
uh, and like that, like that follow there, like I'm saying, you talking to someone, you getting to know them, they're obviously becoming your friend. So
Yeah.
like I never look at. I always have viewers turned off, and I have viewers turned off for a reason because I don't like the word viewer. I don't like the word follower. Because they're friends. They become friends because you see them twice, maybe every second day, if not every day that you
Hmm.
stream, or every second stream, or every other stream, and you talk to them. Now you might have a lot of people to follow you, and you might have to try and get around to a lot of people to show support to a lot of people. Um, I mean, I have over 1,700 followers, and I try actively to try to get to as many of those people as I can when I can, to support as many of them
Right.
as I can, because I said they become friends, and you can't be everywhere all the time either. Like there's no way throwing up 10
No.
tabs and trying to tab and watch all 10 people at the same time. So you have to try and get around, but also at the same time be realistic about how you can support those people and when you can get in to support them. But as I said, they are friends. They're not followers, they're not viewers, they're friends because you've gotten to know them on a personal level, whether it be by via
Yep.
text, via Discord, via playing with them in the game itself. So, yeah, I think Twitch should change follower to friends. I know it sounds goofy and corny and everything, and people would laugh it off and everything, but that's really what they are, you
No,
know.
it's true. You're right though, and a lot of communities are like that. I've seen other communities that aren't, that are driven by other things, and a lot of times those are very toxic communities, and that's not something that we have with our network of people and everything.
Hmm.
And it's fantastic that way. And we're able to show other people that too. We've talked to other people that have come in. They're like, man, you guys are, this is a lot different than what we're used to. It's like, well, We're
Yeah.
just us. Like this is what we do.
Exactly. Like, so you're not doing follow for follow just to get numbers up. You're doing follow because you actually, that person followed you, you follow them, and you're going to go actively watch that person, and they're going to actively
Hmm.
watch you going forward, and it becomes a friendship. Like I said, like, so it,
Yeah,
like that's why I'm probably like after 2.5 years where I'm sitting. Like when it comes to followers, is because I don't do that follow for follow where I just follow people and just try
yeah.
and get numbers up. I follow people and I actually try to go in and see people as much as I can. Now I do get laden by my back and everything, and time, as you said, lifetime is short, so you don't actually get to do all the things you want to do and support all the people you want to support on certain at certain times, but you try and eventually get around
But
to
you do everything you can, and you do the best you can. Which at the end of the day, that's all anyone can really do. And
that's
everyone needs to remember that.
I think that's what, yeah, and as you said, it's not you me, it's you plural general, like in people, as in it's
Hmm.
general you,
It's
we're,
everyone.
yeah,
Everyone. You can only do what you can do.
exactly.
If you give it your best, then good. Try again tomorrow. That's all you can do.
As you said, like you cut it out, it's no longer a negative issue. That I went live the other day, and they
Hmm.
waited for me to go live, and three people have followed me in the space of a minute after I went live. They could have done it all night long. They could have done it all the day before, but they waited till I went live to do it, as if to say, "Aha, there you go, Mando. Take that." And I'm like, well, I don't care. I mean, that's up to you. That's your opinion. If you don't want to follow me, then don't follow me. That's fine. But why are you waiting till I go live to do it? Like, I mean, you're not making any point, like, to me. Like, I there, like, it's a negative thing that you need to just cut out of your life. So if someone's been toxic, the advice from Dab Walker or from Master Dab Walker is cut it out. Easier said than done, but I think he's right. I think the other thing I wanted to add to what you said was, don't be afraid of the person that you've cut out of your life as well as a streamer. So there might be somebody in your
Absolutely.
life
Oh
that
man, yeah.
there might be somebody in your that's following you that has a lot of pull in the Twitch community, or you might think has a lot of pull. But if that person's being negative or toxic to you, don't be afraid to cut them loose, because yeah, okay, maybe your followers will drop for a while or something. But if you've got to where you are because of you are who you are and you stay true to who you are, and you're like, oh, I can't really ban that person because if I do, then I might lose it. Don't worry about that, because if you do worry about that, you're worrying you're worrying about the wrong thing about being a streamer. You should be
If you
worried
did it
about
the first time, you can do it again. Remember
exactly
that.
your mental health is more important. Not the
Yes,
worrying about what other people are going to do, but more worrying about what you're going to do. That's the most important thing. So that's the one thing I would have added to that as well, just
I
off
agree.
my off the cuff.
I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Fear is a powerful emotion, and you can't let it control you.
Yeah. If a day comes and you're tired, we talked about this earlier, but it's a different way of phrasing it. If your day comes and you're tired, which you don't tend to sleep, but it's supposed to be every day, or you don't feel like streaming, pain becomes a big issue for you, or you're feeling a little bit sick, or you had a long shift, being a father, doing stuff at home and everything, getting things ready. Do you power through, what you kind of said you do anyway, but do you power through the stream or do you push stream back? If you do you ever have a day where you push the stream back and go, no, do you know what? Actually, it is too much today. I'm not. I'm just gonna cut it here, or I'm just gonna raid
Uh,
out.
there are a couple things that do prevent me from streaming. Sometimes I get migraines really bad, where I can't see out of my left eye, so that's kind of hard to play a video game in general if
So
your head's
so glad
thumping.
these LED lights are on so in my background at the moment.
And then I've also got neuropathy really
Okay.
bad throughout my ankles and stuff. And every once in a while, man, whoo, that's that sucks.
Mm.
Anyone listening who has neuropathy, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It sucks, and all I can really do is put my feet up and wait. So
Mm-hmm.
in a way, yeah, I do power through it. But there are, like I said, there are certain things. Everyone has their limits, even me. I power through a lot most things that I have two hernias. I should nope, that shouldn't be a thing. Should have gotten that fixed. Should not have kept working. But
Yep.
respond. I felt like I had responsibilities. That times were difficult.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to take a 6 week, 8 week recovery. That wasn't an option
Yeah.
then. So yeah, in a lot of ways, I do power through.
Okay.
Everyone has a pain threshold, and where your body is going to tell you to stop. Listen to your body and stop. Okay, take care of yourself.
They're called
So yeah,
warning
there are a
signs
few
for a
things
reason.
that I will stop, and I do try to reach out to people and let them know Legion of them. Because if not, man, they come hunting for me if I'm gone for too long. To be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do that myself. I see I have a good friend who hasn't been in streams or hasn't streamed in a while, and yeah, I'm hunting him down like over and over again. Where are you? How was your Christmas? How are you? What's
I
going
do the
on?
same
Are
thing to
you
them
okay?
though. That's how it is. They're my family, and that's what we do.
As I said, that's what happens with in stream and Twitch. If you're a
Yep.
true streamer, you'll realize that the community that you do build up are friends. They're not just followers and viewers. I think that's been, if anything from today's podcast hits home, that should be one of the main things because it keeps coming up because it's true. Um, yeah, I get that. So I see in your about page you do have a planner and a schedule on there. Do you use it? Is
Do
is
I?
it it is it,
That's
it
interesting.
is
Nope.
it fluid thing or you don't use it? You
No.
just when you feel like it.
Uh, it's not even that. If I tried to put a schedule to my life, Mando, that would have astronomically terrible, horrible consequences, and I'd be putting out fires to solve problems for the whole time.
I get what you're saying. So it's kind of almost like giving yourself a goal. It's you're putting yourself in a position where
Goals are
you're
one thing, but like if I were to be like, I'm going to schedule this time, this time, this time, nope, that no. Everything in the universe will conspire against me. I have forever told the places I've gone to work, I'm gonna be 10 or 15 minutes late. Well, just don't. No, you understand. I'm gonna hit a red light. Someone's gonna have an accident in front of me. I'm gonna stop and help some old lady because she had a heart attack or something. I'm gonna be 10 or 15 minutes late. And a lot of times it's not gonna be my fault. Man, some of my employers just jaws drop, after months. They're like, you were right. I'm like, I don't mean to be. That's why I warned you. Like, so schedules and my life don't do well at all. Chaos
yeah.
seems to be a constant. So I did think about doing streaming schedule. The closest thing that we have really are Legion Sunday scare nights that I do with
Okay.
them. But other than that, that's about it.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I heard a comedian actually just yesterday. It's so funny that you mentioned that about getting caught in traffic or something happens. But I heard a comedian yesterday use a situation, and it makes 100% sense. Like you're on your way to work, you have to be somewhere. You give yourself a schedule, or you're on a schedule or something. So, and I heard him say this, and it was like, you know what? That's 100% true. And you're sitting in traffic and you're giving out about traffic, but you're in a car in the traffic. So you are the traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know? So you are actually part of the problem. You might want to get somewhere, but so does the person in the car in front of you and the car behind you. So a lot of people
Yep.
forget that and they're like, God damn traffic's so bad and everything. But you are part of that traffic.
Yeah,
So I mean
you're part of the traffic.
exactly. So like a lot of people forget that like everybody has places to be, places to go. Like
Yep.
so, you know, take a deep breath, relax. You'll get where you have to go
Slow down.
eventually. And remember, we're all part of the problem and also part of the solution. So that's an
Yep.
important thing, like to look at. Traffic is a good way to look at life in general. We're all
It
part
is.
of a
Yeah.
problem and we're all part of a solution. So, um, okay. So planner, yeah. So planner is basically when you go live, you go live when you can.
It's
When
funny is I didn't even know those are on my about page. I'm gonna have to look at that.
I think it was in your main page, the schedule part. There was a schedule there. Um,
It's that pro streamer part I was talking about earlier.
you yes, I can see it. It's
Mm.
oozing through the screen. Okay, so have you ever experienced burnout or just fatigue during a stream? And when it happened to you, what did you do, and what would you recommend to other people?
Uh
No, it mightn't have
no,
happened.
I mean no,
No, okay. If
no.
it did, if you were halfway through stream, including this podcast or something like that, and you were like, "I'm gonzos," what, physically or mentally, what would you do? And
Honestly, burning out's not an option. And I know that sounds crazy and weird. Um, but there were times in my life if I just stopped because I was burnt out, I would not be here. Period. Um, Burning out's not an option. You have to finish. Obviously, if I'm tired or whatever, I finish up what I'm doing and end the stream. If I, just wanted to go do something else, but like in the way you're talking, no. Mm-mm.
I'm listening to you there,
I
and I'm
have
like thinking
witnessed it
military
with
is
other
in my head straight
people.
away. Like,
Yeah, I mean, my grandfather was military and he helped raise me, and
yeah,
I had a very interesting
you
childhood all the way around.
you do, like as you all know, I'm expecting burnout's not an option when you're a soldier. You have to keep
No,
going. There's no stopping. For obvious reasons, I mean, it could be any situation. So yeah, I
sometimes
get
I'm the
that.
only person between something and someone getting hurt. And if I stop, then that thing or someone gets ruined or hurt. And that's
Yeah,
not an option in my head or life. So
right. So yeah, very good answer. You're doing very well. You're doing much better than I am. As I said, it's always about the person, the guest, not me.
I think you're doing great.
Well, I thank you. I appreciate that, but I'm
You're a
actually,
great interviewer,
but
man.
but I actually, I don't do it for that. I do it for you. So this is for you, man. Man, think about Master Dad Walker right now. Forget about me.
I know that's what I mean. And you're doing a great job doing that. That's what I mean.
All
Like
good.
you keep giving yourself shit and stuff, but you're doing a great job. You really are doing a great job.
Well, I appreciate that. I just hope like people like when I do this not to get people to come in and watch my stream. I get them to come in to see you and then eventually go in to watch your stream. So this is not about. Some people do interview and podcasts because they want to up their numbers. I do it to up other people's numbers. Hopefully, going forward,
Right.
that's the goal. You know, I grow organically when I grow. It happens when it happens. That kind of thing. So that's why I like to do this podcast because I was like, not enough
Hmm.
people see the real person, the streamer. They get asked questions, but they don't get asked the right questions sometimes.
No,
So I
you're right.
that's
I
why.
think this is a great idea, and I'm glad you're doing it, and I'm glad I could be a part of it. Even if someone else sees me and they're like, "Oh man, that's cool." Like, I mean,
Hmm.
I want to do that so people can see me. That'd be great. I'm like you. If I grow, I grow. That's awesome. It's gonna happen if it happens. If I meet new people through this, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
But like Manda, I hope this does inspire other people where you guys learn from it. Or reach out to me and teach me something, if you have something to say after you saw it, same thing for sure.
Hmm.
I'm always open to that. This was a great idea, Mando. That's what it was
That's my
fantastic.
something I might actually add in at the end of these podcasts is that the person, I guess, is willing. I'll ask them first if they're willing for people to reach out to give them
Hmm.
advice and stuff, or if the guest wants people to be giving them advice. You don't want to be getting hundreds of messages either about what you do, what you're doing wrong. It's not a good day
Right.
then when like you're reading like through 100 negative comments, so I'm not going to put it in for me anyway. But on a serious note, okay, you led it there perfectly to the next question, which is so you wake up tomorrow morning. You are the world's next big famous streamer. You have thousands of followers, thousands of live viewers when you go live. Sponsors are lining up to sponsor you. Your stream, do you stream the same or any different than you do now? Do you upgrade equipment only and just keep being yourself, or do you try to vamp up everything, including yourself?
Okay, so updating equipment isn't for me. That's to put a better show on for my viewers so they can actually see what's going on and stuff. I am mean. I'm gonna still be the dumb asshole on stream, muting my mic, dying as millions of people as you put it watch me. That's not gonna change. I'm still gonna make the stupid jokes. I'm still gonna be me.
If it's not broken.
One thing my life has taught me: if you lose sight of yourself and start pleasing other people, and just go down that road, it's bad. You'll lose yourself, and you may never get yourself back.
That is the Irish
In my
grandmother
life,
coming
I
through.
learned that the hard way. Um, so yeah,
I have a feeling that's the Irish grandmother coming through there.
yeah, some of it, yeah,
Yeah. So if it's not broken, don't fix it. So like if you got where you were because of who you were,
it's a
then
great saying.
why change it? So why would you change? Yeah, I get that. Change equipment, obviously,
Yeah,
give it
and that
better
actually, that's a
performance.
good point. If I had gotten that way being myself, why would I change? That would
Hmm.
be like the dumbest marketing thing in the world. For one, like
Right? Yeah.
two, you would disappoint everyone who got you there, and that's not good either. That's a whole
No.
nother problem.
Yeah, that is a soul crushing problem, I'd say, for someone who, if they
Yeah,
did do that, like I mean,
it definitely is. Yeah.
I'd be the same. I mirror everything you said there. Speaking of successful, what is your criteria or definition for you to consider yourself a successful streamer, and why?
I don't care if I'm a successful streamer. If I'm happy with my life and the people in it, and then that's okay with me. You got to be happy with yourself, and you got to be happy with your life. And if you're not, then strive to change it. and that's
Mm-hmm.
the best you can do. Um, if I get success as a streamer, fantastic. But at the end of the day, if I don't, I'm still happy. The people around me still care about me. That's never going to change. Um, the people that watch me stream, they watch me, we laugh together and make jokes and stuff together. That feeling's not going to change.
There you go.
So
You answered.
success has nothing to do with my life, and it never will.
I think it
Success doesn't
has.
equal happiness.
I don't mean to cut you off, Master, but I think it has because you answered that question without answering that question. So what I read there from what you said, listening, because like that's what I do. I do a lot of listening on these. This is what I like to listen to people. I don't like cutting them off like I just did now, but I had to point this
You're
out
you're good.
because I had to point this out because maybe you didn't realize you answered the question without answering it. You do have success in your life because your criteria for success is putting smiles on your face and your friend's face because
Right.
that's literally what you just said. Like, but you said, but I don't strive for success, but that is a success in itself. If you manage that, like I sometimes say that in my stream, if I can make some one person leave my stream happier than they were when they came in, that's
Right.
my criteria for success. So you do have a criteria for success. It's basically, did I enjoy it? Did the people that I'm with enjoy it? And if they did, then you're a successful streamer. So you're like
Yeah,
me.
in
You have
that
a
way, you're right. My own personal success, yeah,
yeah.
that is what I strive to do. And if I can't do that, then sometimes that is enough, even for me. Even if I'm having a
Mm-hmm.
bad day, as a chef, one meal can change the whole outlook of life for someone. I've seen it so many times, and part of the reasons I did become a chef was because I was starved as a child at one point. I did not have food.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the worst feelings in the world having someone say they care about you and then they don't give you the basic necessities of food and water.
Yeah.
I swore I'd never let that happen around me. That evolved into I'm not gonna let you feel like you're an asshole when this dude's being an asshole and you just don't listen to him. Like, let's talk. Like, you're a good person. It evolved into, helping people realize that, life isn't so bad. Like it sucks sometimes, but there are always good parts of life. And there's always a way out of the bad.
Mm-hmm.
And
Uh,
in that terms, then yeah, if I can do that, then yeah, I consider myself extremely successful. I don't care about money and all that. Is a nice sure, but in my opinion, connections and people are more important.
okay, so there's your criteria for success right there is making new friends, building your friends list, and making people happy. So I mean, that in my opinion is a criteria for success, and you seem to be achieving that. So I mean, so yeah, successful streamer, I'd say so. Um,
Thank you.
what influenced you in your life in general and in stream? Have certain things, people, and or places influenced you? Now we've already discussed about being a chef,
Quitting can
so
destroy you more than anything else in the world. And if you're doing something and you quit for the wrong reasons, you destroy yourself.
okay.
And at a very young age, I figured out that that's not good. It's just not good. So my mindset on that, I can't quit. I won't quit because if I
Hmm.
do, well, what if no one behind me picks it up?
Yes. Okay.
That's not good.
Hmm.
Um, and that is the drive in my life and in my streams and stuff. To be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, I feel that ex-soldier obviously quit is not an option. So yeah, I think that
Hmm.
carried over to my real life as well as my post-military life after retirement. 23 years of I don't quit. Kind of stays with you like afterwards. But yeah, I agree with that. I would say like quitting. It's always easier to quit than it is
It
to
is.
succeed. Um, and even succeed is too strong a word. Just to get by, even like it's easier quit than just to get by. And sometimes getting by can be as easy as taking one step out the door. You know, taking one step out your front door to do something.
Even if you sit up in bed some mornings, I know everyone
Yeah.
here can relate. You sat up,
Mm-hmm.
making progress.
That's yeah, exactly. And then you got out of bed. That's the next progress. Doing the next
Hmm.
thing. You know what I mean? It's all a step forward. You know, rather than just staying in bed. You know, and it's easy to say that, but we'll move on to reasons for that in a while in one of the questions. But yeah, there is more we could discuss about that, but we will, but just a little bit further down. But yeah, I agree. So, is there anything you've accomplished in general throughout your life you are really proud of, or do you focus on just being happy and bringing happiness to others? Now, this is kind of like this is a very good question for you, Master Walker, to be honest, because I think I have a feeling there's a feeling both is relevant here.
Uh, I've always been, I've always lived my life and being taught by my grandfather and other people that I consider people who taught me how to live my life. There's always a solution, and I've gotten to the point where if I want to do something, I will do it. Period.
Yeah,
Um, if I want to be good at it, I'll be good at it. And I've never not overcome the obstacles I've set that have been set before me, or problems that have stopped me from doing something.
yeah, listen.
Doctor Who is a great show, and it's one of my favorite shows. But one of the reasons is because the doctor says one time, "Well, why would you go into a situation and think there's any way of losing or not getting out of it? Life is a game." People say that all the time. Well, games are meant to be won. So why go into a game or any solution thinking, "Man, I don't think I can do this." That is the worst thing you can do. I learned that very young, and
Mm-hmm.
it's the same thing with everything. Oh man, that's broken. I don't think I can do that. Well, why not? You didn't even try. So, especially in today's technology and age, if I don't know the answer, man, I can type something in Google real quick, or I might know someone who does it. I might not know the answer right now, but I will find the answer.
Okay, so yeah, so that is something to be really proud of. Is that heritage that brought you to where you are, but also the mindset you have afterwards. So that's amazing. Can I ask him that? What did you say, Bread Pro? Sorry, I got a question for him. Okay, so the Bread Pro has wrote a question in saying, thank you, Vale Chaos. I'm sorry that you're feeling emotional about it. I hope it's not upsetting for you. I just hope it's relevant to you, if that makes
Chaos,
sense.
you can cry on my shoulder and Arc Raiders later. It's okay, bro. I got you.
If you give him one more sentinel century. Okay,
Oh no,
so
no, I already got that. Huh?
oh wow, look, see how I helped you out. Okay,
That was thanks to you, actually.
well, you did get me bummed yourselves, but in fairness, but we'll move on to Breg Pro's question. So I got a question for him that
Yeah,
keeps what keeps him motivated to keep streaming on wake and waking with a smile or and waking with a smile. Everyone
keep streaming and waking with this and
waking up with
walking
waking up with a smile
and
every
waking
day.
up with a smile.
Yeah, he changed it.
Uh
But there, kind of covered this, but yeah. Um.
my kids are my biggest motivation, especially
Mhm.
now in life. Before that, I don't know. To be honest, I just never had time to stop. There was always another problem that needed to be addressed or someone needed help. So I guess helping people really, there's someone always needs help, and sometimes you're the only person that can provide that kind of help. And then with my kids now, I want to make sure that they understand the world that we're living in, and they don't have the same problems that I had when I was younger. The way our system is and everything where we live and the world as a whole, I got screwed over. It was terrible. I should probably not be sitting here having a civil conversation with Anna right now. Reasons why I help so many people and try to open people's eyes and make sure my kids know and make sure they have what they need, the tools to survive. That's why I get up every day,
Yeah.
because someone needs help. Someone needs help. Someone needs a hero. That sounds corny, but at the end of the day, you are someone's hero, even if you don't know it.
It literally was literally took it out of my mouth. I was about to say all heroes don't wear capes. Brett Pro asked another question. I can ask both
Where
of
do you
you.
think we're from?
Well, yeah, that's a good question. Where do you think we're
Counter
from, bro?
question. Need more information.
While he's thinking about that,
As the
and just
crowd waits with bated breath.
what was the question? What was the question? You asked the question. We're
You
counter.
asked where we were from.
We're
Where
count.
where do you think we're from?
Yeah, where do you think we're from? And while you're thinking about that, let me move on to the next question, the other question, and then we'll come back to we'll answer for you. Don't worry, we'll answer for you. um, probably
Capes get
question.
you killed.
Probably a question I should have asked early on, but what is your current favorite game and why? And what is your favorite game of all time and why?
That's I nope. Wow. I don't. If I had to go, okay. So if we're talking like the game I've invested time, Zelda, that would be easy. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I've beaten every Zelda game that's ever come out easily. I don't have a favorite game right now. I don't think I ever really have had a favorite game. I like variety.
Mm-hmm.
I love variety. Variety is the spice of life. I'm not always in the mood for the same thing. Now, obviously, I have my old comforts. Like, I love Warframe. I have played Warframe since it came out. Every once in a while, I take like a few months break. Eventually, I go back to Warframe. That happens.
Yeah.
Um, but I love playing new games and experiencing new stuff. I don't really have a set favorite game, to be honest.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of glad that I'm on this side of the chair, so to speak, because don't think I can answer
Missouri,
too.
that's so weird. Why Missouri?
Yeah, why
Wow.
and why England? I mean, of all places, England. I have definitely
But
not
I
got
can
an English
solve this
accent.
now. If you don't mind me asking, where are you from? Because that would explain
Oh,
maybe.
very good
But no,
answer.
I'm
Yeah,
not from Missouri.
and I'm not from England. Okay,
Oh, okay, okay. No, that's fair. No, I am
that's
not
fair.
from Missouri. I'm from New York City. I
Yeah,
was born in New York City. Um,
you can hear that.
yeah. Well, no, you might be able to, but
Yeah, I
most
can.
people can't pick that out.
Yeah, I can hear it all right.
If I go to New York, they think I'm from somewhere completely different.
But when you go into Delhi, I bet you go pure New
Missouri
York.
and New York are not close, just for reference.
Me, I'm Irish. I'm from Ireland. Not part of the United Kingdom. Part of the Republic of Ireland. So,
I like how
ju-
you threw that in there.
well, I have to just make that because some people don't realize there's a difference. I
Nah,
mean,
damn right you have to make it. Sorry.
it's
My
like,
family's Irish as well. So
yeah.
like there is some you do have to make it, you have to make sure people know it's not the United Kingdom.
Oh, don't say you're bad. It's not a bad thing. I mean, my stepfather is English.
Oh
Like, I mean,
no, I was just curious. You're good, you're good, you're good.
I have very good connections and family that live in England. Like, I mean, it's not like it's a bad thing. Like, I'm just saying that people don't realize, or some people in the world don't realize that Ireland and the United Kingdom, which is England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, are the United Kingdom, and then you have the Republic of Ireland, which is its own country completely. So it's like saying that the United States of America would be like the United Kingdom because it's
Yeah.
United States, United Kingdom,
But
and
no,
then
Ireland's the one that said no.
and then
And
Canada
no.
Canada is like a separate country. That's pretty much the exact same deal. It's like
Yes.
United Kingdom and Ireland is the exact same concept would be United States, Canada. So we're our own country, our own government, our own
Yeah. To be
president, and
fair,
etc.
Ireland and England has had a very sordid history all the way around.
Okay, so what is your favorite era of time if you had a time machine, and why? So, what would be your
I don't
favorite era
I,
of time that you would travel to, and why? This can be any
I
time.
don't have a favorite time. I would take and steal that time machine and go all over the fucking place, Mando.
I was. Do you know what? I actually thought that. I
I want
actually
to
for a
know
second
everything. Are
I
you
was like,
kidding me? History is written by the winners. I want to go find out what happened
to the
everywhere and
yeah.
what actually happened. All right, come on. I'll be picking you up. Let's go.
No.
I wouldn't be. Yeah, I wouldn't be. Yeah, no. I vibe with the doctor on a lot of levels, to be honest.
Yeah, I
That's one of them.
it's a very good answer.
Yeah,
I get for me it's Greek mythology, Greek or Greece back in the
yeah.
day.
That I mean, that would be fascinating to see firsthand. It would
You know,
like, but
they
then Mongolia, Genghis Khan,
yeah, definitely yeah. The Tartars coming up from the south as well. Back
Alexander the Great.
exactly yeah, Macedonians as well. Yeah, I mean there's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of things like in the past that you'd like to see like firsthand. And as you said,
So many questions unanswered.
winners write the history as you said as well, which is very
Yep.
important because I mean, did the 300 Spartans fight thousands of Persians? Would you love to be up in the hill watching that? Tropically happen that would be amazing, but like I mean act of bravery, but like at the same time yeah, I just have a thing about Greek mythology. I've always like Greek.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking to you earlier about your favorite game, like I mean, I have Knights of the Old Republic for Star Wars. Obviously, like brilliant game.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah, and then there was like obviously Assassin's Creed, the whole series. Again, there's like I'm just that's what I'm saying. I'm glad on this side.
Yeah, a
I'm
little
not
bit.
asking the question. I'm glad I'm asking the question, not answering it because I wouldn't be able to answer them. Some of them. Bread Pro
I do not
asks,
have a favorite food.
if that's aimed at both of us, favorite food.
Yeah, I don't. I
Do you know?
haven't had
I always
ice
had,
cream. Would be the closest thing.
I always had like steak and things like that, like and meats and different types of meats is my favorite food. But you know, I was thinking recently, what is the one stable food that I would eat with mostly everything? And I just thought about it
Hmm.
today, like was fries. I'm saying fries because some people are from America here, but like we call them chips in Ireland. But fries. I think fries are like underestimated. Like I mean, fries like homemade fries especially, and then like
Yeah,
you can put anything on fries. Like you can put curry sauce on fries. You can put anything on fries. Like so, I think actually fries would be my favorite food just because they're convenient. You know, they're not that difficult to make, and you can do so much with them. You know. So maybe
yeah,
potato.
that's
Maybe
true.
actually let's bring it down a bit. Not even maybe just potato, which would be so funny being Irish to say that.
Are our ancestors talking to you right now, Amanda?
And that's what I was just thinking. I was like,
'Cause I was
yo.
good. I was about to say something. It's like, so we're coming back to the potato thing because we're
Oh
Irish.
wow.
Like,
And I don't know, I
yeah,
moved so much so far past that and like, oh, not the potato thing when I'm playing with English people and they're taking a potato. Ah, potato.
yeah.
So and everything like I'm like, oh god, here we
Wait,
go.
potatoes are good. Like,
Husky,
you
how you
talk to a
doing?
real
Welcome in.
Irish family, we're gonna be like, I mean, potatoes are good. Have you had them? Like, do you know how many different ways you can cook a potato, dog? Like, come on.
Bread Pro, thank you. Yeah, but yeah, potato. Yeah, well, there you could do so much with a potato. You know, it's crazy when you think
You
about it. Like,
can. You can do all kinds of things with a potato.
hey, Shogun, what's happening? Damn, how much I miss you all.
We started at 7 ish. Well, we started at like 7:15 because I had a date with the queen. But
It's
that
crazy
was
actually.
it.
We're hitting the 2 hour mark, nearly, and
Mm,
we're halfway through only. Normally
corn's
it's
debatable.
faster,
It's
but
man-made, and your body can't digest it. It's sus. Just saying.
mm, I still like steak though. Anyway, right? Okay, so
I mean, I love steak too, but like, I couldn't pick a favorite food. To be honest, I
yeah,
don't really have one.
I've had to think about it, but I'm not the guest in the podcast, so that's cool. With all the games you have played, okay, and as you said you're a gamer, so that would be a lot of games. Which one would you like to experience in real life and why? So the game it becomes real, like 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 I like that movie, yeah,
Yeah, I'm an
Free Guy.
anime nerd too, so like I watch Sword Art Online and the horror and side of that, right?
Mm-hmm. But what game would you like to experience in real life? What would you like to be a character? What game would you like to be in, and what character?
Knights of
A
the Old
character.
Republic.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah. Why? Because you're a big Star Wars fan. I'm not even going to ask
I mean,
you
no,
why.
it's not only that. Like the Knights of the Old Republic gave life to the Star Wars universe in a way that George Lucas probably would have never been able to if it wasn't turned into an RPG game.
Yes, yes. I
I wish they would redo it for the newer consoles. Sorry,
yes,
it's a thing.
and they would redo it for PC better because it's hard to play with a controller on PC, and it has the screen
That'd be
is
amazing.
square. You can't make it full
Yeah.
screen or windowed. It's just frustrating. So I had to stop playing them on PC. I tried to play it and I was like, okay, this is not working for me. Okay, how often in a week do you stream and how long usually? 7 days.
I usually, yeah, I was gonna say I stream probably 4 or 5 days out of the week. Realistically, I will stream for 4 or 5 plus hours though every time I stream for the most part, unless something's going wrong or something happened. I don't like doing short streams because if I'm gonna sit here and play a video game and I'm streaming anyway, why? I'm just gonna stream the whole thing.
Yeah, I get it. I feel that. Hey Patch, how you doing? Brepo, are you going to play? Are you all playing
Hey,
together?
Patch.
At some stage, probably maybe today. At some stage, I'd imagine Arc Raiders will make a visit, but probably not during the podcast. Probably afterwards, at some stage. Dad will probably be straight on it. He probably is just waiting in the lobby in Speranza right now, on
I
screen.
mean, to be fair, you called me as I was exiting the match from fighting the queen. So
And
yeah,
I haven't broke down my equipment yet. Okay, so Dab Walker, what is your favorite memory from gaming, or in real life, either or both, and why?
gaming's always been an escape for me. So really, that in general, to be honest, uh, life is hard and it sucks, especially as a kid.
Hmm.
Video games gave me a release that I couldn't get anywhere else.
Okay, fair enough. That's your favorite memory of gaming is the fact that you don't have to remember in real life things. It's an escapism for you.
It's not that, it's that I was able, as a child, honestly, gaming was right. I had control over it and I knew what was going to happen, and it wasn't bad, is what it was when I was a kid. And that gave me comfort and something to kind of pull me along, you know.
Hmm.
I knew I always had video games or books at least, you know.
Yeah.
So that's a comfort a little bit. So that's what gaming's always done for me.
So favorite memory gaming is it's an open. It's not just one game at one time. It's various times when you needed to go to it, when you needed to get away from something.
Yeah.
That it was that. So gaming in general
It's the
is your favorite memory.
yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. If a family member, significant other, or an old friend was to describe you in 3 words, what do you think it would be and why?
He's an asshole.
He's an ass. 3 words. Why?
Mando, for the life of me, I've been trying to figure that out for years. I honestly don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
if you, it's
I
any
don't know why
consolation, I
anyone
disagree.
really hates me. So I mean, I mean, okay. So real, I am an asshole, but I'm an asshole to the point like, hey man, you're really fucking up, and you need to fucking stop right now. Like, you need to fix this. So like, yeah, in a way I am, but like, they think I'm like, ugh. I'm not at all. I know my tone is bad sometimes, but like, I'm not. My family, however, we could write
Listen,
a few volumes of encyclopedias. Let's not go there. Yeah.
no, but I am. I get it, and as Watchcall said there, he the chef, Shogun Smoke. He doesn't think you're an asshole. There you go. Either do I. If it's any consolation, and I.
Yeah.
I think yeah look listen look again it's opinion and it's self-awareness like so if that's what you think people would say it's obviously coming from their experience and your
Oh,
experience
and it
from
is.
them.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's why I asked that question is because I want to see what people not think of you, but what people see when they think of you in your eyes. So in other words,
See, my family and direct family, I can tell you that. If for other people, ask Shogun and Legion, because honestly, I don't know. I hope they see me good, I guess. I don't
yeah,
know.
no, look. I think you're
I
a
don't
good
think
person,
about it, to be honest.
but you see that it's not who you are. You see, it's not who you are; it's who
Hmm.
you think they think you are. So, in other words, you're putting yourself down there small by thinking that they're thinking that because a lot of them mightn't think that way at all. But it's how you feel they think about you. So that's why I like that question, is because
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I see
it's
what you're saying. So,
exactly
my friends and stuff, I don't think they think I'm an asshole. They know I'm
yeah,
direct and honest.
yes,
I would like to think my friends know that I would do anything for them if I
yeah.
could, if they needed me, I'm there. Um, but my family, yeah, wholeheartedly, they've straight out come out and said like, no, this is what we think. Remind me later to tell you a story. You'll understand that. I'm not gonna say it on stream, but
Okay.
yeah, my family great. But yeah, my friends, you're absolutely right. And I don't think I'm an asshole personally. I really don't. I don't. I don't think I'm a bad guy. Do I have the capacity to be like that? Yeah, sure, everyone does. But
Hmm.
I would like to think I'm not. You know.
And this is one you don't have to answer, but it can be a fun one depending on if you do want to answer it. If uh if they were to tell an embarrassing story about you, again, anybody, family, friends, significant other, friends, if they were to tell an embarrassing story about you, what would it be? You don't need to answer it, but what would it be and why?
I have no idea.
No comment. Plead he's plead he's
No,
pleading.
I generally okay. So I'm a troll. So I don't usually leave myself open for people to catch me to, and plus I don't get embarrassed. Man, like I was in foster care in the '90s and in Boy Scouts, and I went to a private school. There's nothing for me to get embarrassed about at this point in my life. So even then, I can't remember a time when.
Shooting the Rocketeer and getting 3 of us killed.
No, that was funny.
It was funny. Why did you heal Shogun? Because I'm dead.
Yeah, like Shogun said, they're not really embarrassing moments; they're laughable moments.
Yes,
Like
yes. I like
it's
that
like,
answer.
"Hup, well, I fucked up there. Whoops." It's not really embarrassing, and getting embarrassed doesn't help anything. I think is what it is. So it doesn't solve a problem. So I don't get embarrassed over things. Like I messed up. Whoops. You know,
Very good
it
perspective.
happens.
Very good perspective. Well done. Again, those questions are put in there for a reason because again, this whole podcast is aimed at promoting you, not me. It's not
Yeah,
promoting my channel, promoting you and anyone that goes to your channel going forward from this. So, this shows them an insight into your way of thinking, the way that you stream will become from your personality, and so it shows your personality. So yeah, that's a very good answer and a very perspective on what embarrassing is for you. It's not embarrassing; it's a laughable moment. I like that. That's a good one. It's a good answer, and yeah.
shout
So
out Shogun.
yeah. Uh, how do you feel about Okay, see, this is an important question for me because obviously I suffer with health and mental health issues because we know I'm disabled and everything. I talk about it enough in my own stream, so I'm not going to talk about it in the podcast anymore. But for you, how do you feel about health in general and mental health? Beside that, and does it come up in your stream from you or occasionally from your chat itself? And when it
Sorry, man. Hold on.
does,
That wasn't embarrassing, Shogun. That was a huge fuck up, and I was pissed at myself. I was not embarrassed. I'm still mad at myself over that. Even though you say not to be, I should have backed up your computer. You know how long I've been working on a fucking computer and building them? I should have backed up your computer. I was not embarrassed. I'm pissed at myself. Yeah, you saw the face. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead, Amanda.
as I said there, how do you feel about health itself and mental health on a side note, or not a side note because it's very important, mental health? And does it come up in your stream from you yourself or occasionally from your chat? And when it does, how do you approach it, and what advice you give to your chat about um said health or mental health issues?
Health, no matter what you're really talking about, is important, physical and mental.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not taking care of yourself, then other aspects of your life are going to decline.
Mm-hmm.
If someone were to come into my chat, my advice would legitimately depend on what is going on and what the conversation would entail. To be honest, that's especially something concerning that. It's different for everyone. Mental health is important. If your mental health is not there and you go try to help someone else with their mental health, that's not going to work. To be honest, you can fix everyone in the world, but if you can't fix yourself, and eventually it's all going to fall apart. Um,
So
broken
what?
things don't work.
So
You got to
what?
get yourself right.
You guys have okay. So that's the advice you'd give to people in your chat to get yourself right. Um, would you give yeah? So you just get yourself right. Whatever that means. Talk to someone that you care about. Talk to someone that
Yeah,
you can
and
trust,
like earlier,
or a
that's easier
professional.
said than done. You
Mm-hmm.
know, work on yourself. If you're having issues, then talk to someone. You know, don't be
Yeah.
embarrassed because you feel like something's wrong in your head and your mental health, and you think, "Oh, I'm the only person in the world that's going through this." I promise you're not. Statistically, that is impossible, and that's science. You
Mm-hmm.
know, unfortunately, it's pretty irrefutable. But get help. You know, and work through it in small steps. And that's the best thing you can do. You know, your mental health is important. You got to take care of yourself. And your physical health is right there with your mental health. If you don't take care of yourself physically, your mental health will decline and vice versa.
Okay. Very good. Okay. Okay. Yep. So yeah, I'd echo that. If you could live anywhere at any period of time as well, not just anywhere, but any period of time, where would it be and why? And so, where would you like to live?
I'm not really sure where, but period of time. Yeah, I don't know.
Good. Okay, we might come back to that maybe later. We'll see. if
It's
you,
not so much that, it's more of I could live anywhere and be happy.
the Bermuda Triangle
For
fails it.
every place and time has their problem, man. Though, what do you
Yeah.
want to do?
Yeah. Exactly.
Um, go back to ancient times. Well, there's dysentery in the bubonic plague. That's not cool. You go to the future. Well, there's black holes and people messing with time,
Hmm.
i.e., what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna have an issue. At the end of the day, you make yourself happy, and the people around you help with that. So time and place. Visiting, like earlier when we talked about visiting, that'd be one thing. But home is where the people that care about and love me for who I am. It is.
Okay,
And it doesn't matter what time and place that is. Wherever they are, that's where I would want to be.
that's a very good answer. Okay, that's a good answer. Okay, we'll go with that. No need to elaborate on that one. That's self-explanatory. So, well, yeah, good answer. If you could meet anyone, anybody in the world from any time, like for tea, coffee, a drink, a dab for you, who would it be and why?
Death.
Death.
Hmm.
Hmm. And why? Why that?
Why'd this all start? The only
Okay.
thing that's been the beginning is death. That's the one constant in the universe. Everything dies, entropy. So stand to reason that death may know why. It's not that curious. I'm a curious motherfucker.
Yeah.
Why? That's the big question for humans all the way around. Like, why are we here? What's our purpose? That's more of, you know, big
Thank you for the
question.
bits.
We go our whole lives and then we die. Well, what the fuck was that all about? See what I mean? We what
Yeah.
60, 70 years is a blink of the eye. That's nothing to the universe. So, yeah, I'd like to meet death. Maybe not make him a nice sandwich. Take a fat dab with him and be like, hey man, tell me the story. Like how this all happened. Be interesting.
Yeah.
It's got to be a
Yeah.
reason, right?
Yeah. Well, I said anybody, and why, and that's a very good choice. And why? That's well, there obviously is a reason. Yeah. Thank you for that 20 bits. Actually 20. There's a lot of ones there. I'm gonna say 30 bits. Greg, appreciate that. Thank you so much for having the dancing stormtroopers up on screen while I was listening to that very insightful moment from Dab. But yeah, I get that, and it's a good answer again. So I mean, yeah, right, dude, you're on a first date. I know, right? You're on a first date. It's your first time going out. Sorry if your partner's listening or anything like that, or well, sorry to anybody who I might offend out there, but Dab is going on a first date. What would you do? Would you order small, mid range, or expensively in the menu? And what would your food or what would your food list options be for the date? Would you would you pay how does it look like for you basically first date? How
First of
would
all,
you
I would
approach
cook
it?
the meal myself, and it probably would have been her favorite meal, and it would have been somewhere private so people weren't spying at us. Just
Okay,
saying.
I get that. Okay, so let's kind of let's not delve too much into first date, but basically let's basically kind of I want to ask you a specific question about this. Let's say first date, right? Okay, you're sitting down, you're sitting across from your date, and the menu is in front of both of you, and you're finished eating, and things are going well. At what point during the date do you decide how you're going to pay it? Do you establish it from before the date starts, or do you establish it kind of after how the date has felt it's gone? Do you offer to pay,
No, no,
or
I would know that before. That would
okay,
be a horrible show of irresponsibility to someone you're trying to see that you like. Wow, yeah, no, I would make sure before.
yeah, okay, I'd be the same. I'd be the same. I did establish that even before we even went to the building. You know, but yeah, okay, I get that. In school, college, work itself when you were working, a chef, even though a chef wouldn't have much time to do that. Prep work maybe, but like while working, you wouldn't have much time. But in school or college or work, we all had a best friend in life, so we did. What made your best friend so special to you, and what stood out about them that you held them in that respect? Like, they're your best friend, but also there was something about them that stood out to you that made you uh so close to him in the first place. You don't have to mention names here, no, so you don't have to worry about that. You
Oh,
good with
Ace Wolf,
that?
because that's who I'm talking about.
Okay, shout out Ace, that's perfect. Do you want me to actually shout out Ace Wolf? Are they in here?
I mean, if you want to, I don't know. I don't know what he's probably sleeping right now. No, he's my oldest friend, and
Sir Wicked Wickerman?
time and time again, he is been the most loyal and trusted friend that anyone could ever ask for. Any stranger could ask for, to be completely honest. So yeah,
And what, as I said, like what stood out about him besides the fact that he was there for you, always there to him? But what about him? Like, is there, did he has he any personality trait that was really, I don't know,
okay, so this is gonna
emanated from him?
sound so bad, but the first thing I thought, I was like, man, considering how much everyone in school hates him and picks on him, there must be something this motherfucker's doing right.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to get to know him.
Okay, cool. All
Yep,
right. Okay.
that's really what it was.
Well, that's it. Yeah. Well, that's the well. It. I asked you what's it out, and that well, if that's it out, as you said, you're a curious person. So obviously there was something curiously driven towards why. Um. Yeah. Cool. And a shout out to Ace Wolf as well from me on your behalf as well. So thanks for being there for Dab. Um. In school, what was your favorite subject and teacher and why? Now you don't have to name the teacher. It could be just which subject they taught.
I didn't like school. I had my favorite teacher was Mrs. Heselton though. That was for different reasons though. But I did not like
Okay.
school. Did not have a favorite subject, and to this day, I still think it is one of the most half useless things in the world. Does not teach you a lot of what you need to know. It just doesn't. I don't have anything against anyone with traditional learning. That is not what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
When I got to the real world, when I turned 18, school didn't help me at all. No, okay, so that's fair. What I mean is the structure of school itself
Yeah.
should include more things. Like, this is what I mean. How do you buy a car?
Are you asking
Go
me
ask a
or
17-year-old. A lot of people under 18 don't know how to buy a car. How do you open a bank account? Hey, well, if you need insurance, where would you go or how would you take care of it? That's what I mean. At
okay?
one point, schools taught that, and now they don't. And that is a problem. And it is a failure as a society, in my opinion, that we should be teaching kids and stuff that because
Wow,
if we
that's
want our
interesting.
society to succeed, we should show them the system that was set up that we run that
As I said, like again, this was a question, and it's an individual answer, and you're entitled to your opinion, and no
Mhm.
one's saying that you're no one. Well, no one can ever say you're wrong. They can always say they have a
right.
different opinion, right? So I mean, that's a fact. So you're giving your opinion on the question. Again, this is showing
Yeah,
people
and
what your mentality
nothing
is
I say
like.
is fact truth at
No,
all.
but
It is my
no,
opinion.
exactly, and it's showing people your personality and everything like. And I look, listen, I respect what you said. B- I have to say that, but here, maybe the education system is just different in Ireland than it is in America. But here, they still do that in schools. They have special
Mm.
classes that are designed for that.
And I was gonna say that I think it is different worldwide.
It is different. It is very different
Yeah.
worldwide. Yeah, in Ireland, the education system is aimed at practical as well as educational. You know, second year of secondary school in Ireland, which is like 4 years away from, well, 3 to 4 years depending if he does transition year, which is a thing in Ireland, a transition year where it's a kind of it's a gap year, but you're still at school, but you get to do work experience and everything to find out bits about the world before you start going to your last 2 years of school before you decide if you're going to college or you're going to apprenticeship or whatever you're going to do. So it's kind of a year where you get to kind of feel what the world is like a little bit as well as doing your education
Yeah, and that's
still.
awesome.
So we have that. My son is about a year away from doing that if he wants to do it or not. But basically, anyway, what I'm the point I'm getting at is he's 14 going on 15 and they learn about that kind of stuff. Opening a bank account and everything. They have home economics as part of their curriculum, starting off in the first 3 years of their school and secondary school and everything. So they get to do a lot of everything: woodwork, metal work, as well as the academic side of it, the
That's
normal
awesome.
business studies, maths, science,
Right.
everything, history, geography, the whole lot. Like so, I mean, and they have to do that. It's not a case of what you want to do. They have to do that the first year, and then second year they get to choose which ones they'd like to move on to. And then after the third year, then they get to choose what they want to do then for the other 3 years. You know, so it's they get to kind of sample everything and then move on from there. Now, from an outsider's point of view, and I don't want to upset anybody who's from America or from the States, I feel like it's not you know as a person your kids know what they want to do and what they want to learn and what they want to go forward, but it feels like the system is letting them down because the system is just not providing for them, and it's like they don't want to provide for them. It's more like
Exactly.
it's like listen, we're doing it this way because it's the easiest option. It's the safest option. It's the mid-range level
Well,
for
it's worked for
everybody.
50 years. Why would we change it now?
Yeah, yeah.
That's my no. You're exactly right. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, so that's
So
that's
yeah,
what that's my outside perspective of what I see from here. Now, are we perfectly perfect in Ireland as well? No, far from it. But at least we give our kids a kind of head start before they hit that real life situation after school. Like, in
right.
my opinion, not perfect, but enough that
Nothing's
they can survive.
perfect. You know.
Enough that they they're not Bambi walking into the world. So okay, we'll move on. So easy questions, kind of like one answers reason and why kind of answer. So savory or sweet and why?
Say one more time. What?
Savory or sweet and why? So if you were choosing something to eat, is it savory or is it sweet and why? You can always mix them as well if you want to tell us what it is.
Sweet because I'm more likely to actually get my body to eat it.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember I'm Irish, guys. I always remember I'm Irish and I live in Ireland. So I used to drink more than I back in the day before medication and everything, like a lot more than I used to, or than I do. I don't
I
drink at
thought
all
that went
now.
without saying
I
for
don't drink now at all, which is crazy. Like when I tell people I'm Irish and I don't drink, they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I haven't drank in about 5 years." They're like, "What the But I used to drink.
I mean, I don't drink either, so
I used to.
yeah, I get it.
I used to drink a lot more when I was younger, but after a night out, savory all day long.
Mm,
But sweet,
yeah,
but
no,
sweet.
yeah, actually, yeah, say, yeah, yeah, duh, that's different though. Yeah,
Yeah,
savory. Holy shit, I haven't
after
drinking
drink.
it forever. Even I know that.
Yeah, it's like literally after drinking, savory, pot noodles, whatever is savory in the house, a packet of crit with chips, whatever is there, just give it to me. But then when I'm not hungover, sweet, So yeah, I'd be sweet as well. All right, caffeine or water, and why?
uh, Water because
Yeah,
it actually does. I drink G Fuel, but it's more because I like their flavors than anything, to be
yeah.
honest.
I was also thinking about your migraine situation you were talking about earlier. I was thinking, yeah, he probably
Oh no,
stays
that's
away from
genetic. I
caffeine.
got that good and honest.
Oh God. Okay. Well, I'm
Yep.
sorry. Sorry for your troubles. I'll turn off those LED lights in a minute. I keep forgetting they're on. Uh, Master Dad Walker, you are the star of the next upcoming movie. Are you playing the villain? Or are you playing the hero? And why?
Man, I don't know. That's complicated because there's no such thing as a real hero and real villain because it's not that simple. You're going to be a villain to someone, you're going to be a hero to the other side. That's just how it is, and vice versa.
I disagree,
And
Shogun Smoke.
I am not a goody two shoes person who's going to be like da 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 da. Nope, I'm going to do the thing that makes the most sense. That's going to fix the situation, and sometimes that is not good in a lot of people's eyes. Anti-hero maybe be better,
Yeah, someone said that.
but on like maybe a Red Hood level kind of thing.
Max said the last interview he said the same thing, a kind of anti-hero. But you know what? I see Shogun saying anti-hero as well afterwards. After he said first, not the hero, uh, or ain't hero. I
I'm
disagree. Like
fair, but you're gonna get what you deserve.
I disagree. I think a little bit. I think you'd probably be the hero. Now remember, a movie is science is not real. It's not real life. So I think like a villain would be cool because it's not real, so you get to play something that you probably wouldn't be in real life. But realistically, listening to you for the whole podcast, and anyone that's been here might agree or mightn't agree with me. If you agree with me, guys, put hearts in chat, okay, after I say the statement. But going by what you said about how you feel about your community, I hate using the word community, but that's what it is, I suppose. But mostly, let's call it
Okay,
friends.
so hold on.
Let's call it
I know where
friends.
you're going with this,
No,
but
no, no,
here's the
let me,
thing.
no, 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 no.
Outside that community, if someone did something to that community and it was severe enough,
Yeah, you'd still
I'm
go.
that person.
That would go help and protect them.
I know I'm the person that'll do what needs to be done.
Yes, which is
And you know what
protecting
I
them.
mean when I say that.
Yeah.
So they like,
It's
yes, to my
still a form
community,
still a form
yes,
of
I'm going to
protection.
protect them and everything. The
Hmm.
problem being is my circle is my circle. And if you have made that, cool. The
Okay.
rest of the world, however, will burn in fire.
Yes,
As
but
long as my people are safe, that's what I mean. So
if
yeah, I guess in a way, yeah, sure, hero, but
if I could play devil's
I,
advocate for 1 second, right? Okay, you say that, okay, and someone hurts someone in your community, and you do what has to be done. The first thing that jumps to mind is, I'm justice, I'm vengeance. You know,
no,
so
the
I mean,
truth is the
if you're gonna
truth.
be vengeance, you know, like if it's gonna be like that, then I mean, I know another Cape Crusader,
No,
like who would be the same.
no. Let me
You know.
explain. It's not vengeance, but okay, if I've gotten to that point, that means someone did something
Yeah,
that was wrong.
yeah,
And at the end of the day, facts are facts, and what happened happened.
yeah,
There are consequences for actions. That's how the universe works.
yeah.
I have no problem making sure those consequences be put into place, is
Yes,
what it is. It's not
yeah,
a vengeance thing, but you get what you deserve. I get what I deserve too. Trust me, karma is a very real thing.
yeah.
And if I deserve punishment, then I will take my punishment. And that's how it is. But it goes the same for anyone else. You're gonna have to take punishment. That's how it is.
I genuinely think you're
Sorry.
still. I think you're strongly putting it out there that you're a hero, but you don't realize it because a cop is a hero, and they deliver justice to people like they go out every day knowing that their life is at risk. I mean, realistically, it is. Some cops are. We all know the situation. Cops, there's different look on cops in America, police in Ireland, all over the world, and I know that in America, especially at the moment, there is the kind
Hmm.
of negative and positive outlook at cops. But at the end of the day, when a cop does go out in the street in his car in America or any country, he knows that that could be his last day. You know, it just takes one wrong
Yeah,
thing to go wrong and it's their last day. So, but they bring justice where it has to be brought. You know, so like in saying that, I think a lot of what you're saying mirrors a lot of heroes, fictional as well as real day heroes. So, in my opinion, I see you being a hero in a movie because of your personality. It's your personality to be there for people, to help the people that you care about, and to do the right thing by people. So, my outlook is, and that's why I say put heart chats if you agree with me, chat. Is that um, your personality wouldn't allow you to be the villain. Anti-hero, like you said, yes, possibly, I'd stretch it to hero, to be honest. I think
I
your
would never be a
personality,
villain. Not in the way that
the
I
Joker.
couldn't be a villain. It doesn't even make. Okay, first of all, no.
Yeah.
He's crazy. Well, maybe he's not crazy, but no.
He's just
There's
he's
wrong, then he's
misunderstood.
wrong.
A lot. No, I'm not a. Don't worry, guys. I'm not a Joker fan. I'm just making a joke. Yeah, but yeah. I look. I agree with everything you said there. I'm not gonna. I'm not trying to douse your opinion. Your opinion is what matters. This is the
No,
reason
no,
why
no.
we're doing the
Yeah, I
podcast.
know.
So I agree with everything you say because it is your opinion. I'm not trying to disagree with you. I'm just saying that in my opinion that I see you as a hero. I just don't think you see it in yourself, which I think you should maybe take a look at maybe sometime and say, well, am I
I know
do
what I'm. Okay, it could possibly come from the fact that I know what I'm capable of better
mm-hmm.
than anyone else.
Yes. Yes, okay, and I think that is a good place to because I think that is the same for everyone, and that is a very good answer in itself
Hmm.
because that
Yeah.
says I know where I am, I know who I'd be, so that's very good. Okay, so pet peeves. What irritates you the most in general, to pure rage, and why? What is your biggest pet peeve?
I
Oh,
mean,
as a chef, this could
I
be
can't. I
fucking.
don't know of anything that infuriates me to pure rage, but words are fucking important. If you don't know how to
Yeah.
use them, fucking learn or don't use them. Period. I'm sorry. Like, don't mean what you say what you mean. Period. If you don't
Yes.
know, then ask or find out, educate yourself. You know,
I think
don't
we've had this
sit in
conversation.
ignorance and be stupid. Better yourself, please. Words are important for the love of Jesus
They
and everything
mean
holy
the
or
word.
unholy.
Yeah, I agree completely. We've echoed this in chat, playing together in streams previously and everything as well. We've said the same thing. Words matter. What you say to someone can have a massive effect depending on tone, let alone how you phrase the words. The words matter.
Yeah.
Just think before you talk. It's a very old saying, but it's a very wise saying. Just think before you talk.
Yeah, there's a reason. A lot of sayings are around for a reason, and nowadays I think a lot of it's been lost to people.
In
They don't know
communication,
why
which is
it's
so
a thing
funny because
anymore.
we're just saying like talk. We're just literally talking about words matter and like lost in conversation is the art of conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I agree completely. It would irritate me as well. I think words matter. I think how people say things, how people treat other people, by not saying things as well. As in, words matter. It means words matter not only what you say, but what you don't say. You know, so yeah, words
Yeah,
matter.
exactly.
What is your favorite color of lighting? So that's lighting. What's your favorite color for calming yourself? And what is your favorite color in general? I
My
know
favorite
that's.
color is blue.
Mm-hmm.
I like daylight light, like light. I don't like
Okay.
soft lighting. The
Okay.
other one I don't care about. I don't know.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. There's no reason to follow that up. That makes sense. If you could choose if you had to choose for the rest of your life to watch movies, and I mean like load, it's all movies, just movies, or TV, all different TV series for the rest of your life, what would you choose and why?
Movies, there's more of it.
Okay.
There are more movies than there are TV series.
It's a movie and then it's over then and you want to something new. So I can see that, from your personality, that would be your answer, because movies is, as you said, don't live in the past. So you just watch the movie, you've seen the movie,
Yeah.
you've enjoyed the movie, next movie. So yeah, okay, that
I
makes
also
sense.
remember everything for the most part too. So rewatching even the TV shit that I don't get the same. I understand why people say that, but that's not
Hmm.
how my brain works. My subconscious files everything away nice and
And
neatly for to surprise me whenever it wants.
that's why I love this podcast, because it shows people's trail of thought and their personalities, and everybody's different. It shows everybody's different. I mean, as I said, a lot of
Hmm.
questions have been answered differently by the previous two guests. As I said, I've only started this 10 days ago, so I mean, it just goes to show that like three people treat completely different outlooks on life and in general. So I mean, that's amazing, and it's great to see. And I think that's why I wanted to do this podcast, because I've seen a lot of repetition in people in previous things that I've seen or other people doing these kind of things. And the questions are phrased so that it stays kind of repetitive, and I don't want that. I want people to be able to talk about these little questions, these little one-liners as well, questions, because it shows the different train of thought, the different personality, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
Um, so if you were in the film Castaway, I love this question. I don't know why it came. It just came into my head. I don't know why. I think maybe because I was playing Project Castaway at some stage recently. If you were in the film Castaway, what would you name the ball and why? Now you're living with this ball for months, years. What would you name this ball and why? I've had two very interesting answers previously for this.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't name the ball. You just curse at it a lot.
This is gonna sound crazy. I was raised to be lonely. Uh it wouldn't bother me. Even years. I no. I know I would get off the island eventually.
Mm-hmm. As you
Even in
say,
years.
don't
Like
quit.
I
Okay.
would get off the island eventually. It's a waiting game at that point. I solved Rubik's Cube when I was 12 without any help. I'm very patient.
Fair enough. That's good. That's a good answer. The previous answers, in case you're interested, in case you didn't see it, was the first guest, Specky Gaming. Shout out Specky. Was Wilson, because Wilson was on the ball and she would just leave it the same. Max, shout out to Max. His answer was shitbag, because he was because
Take
he,
all his aggression out on the shit bag.
yeah, basically motherfucking ball, stuck here with you, So I was like, yeah, that's funny. I got that. I got
That's
that.
a good one. That's a
There's no
pretty good one.
there's no reason for why for that. I was like, yeah, I get it. Okay, you're fucking you're stuck on an island eating coconuts, getting diarrhea. You're stupid fucking ball. So,
That's yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
but yeah, your answer makes sense as well. Wouldn't, and the reason why I get that as well. Being a
Yeah.
soldier, like be quit. I am being a qualified sniper, so I was in the army and everything. Like I've been alone is, I'm comfortable being by myself. So I am. Favorite moment on streaming? Why? So you've been streaming since June, July. You said. So what is your favorite moment that you've experienced on stream and why?
I have no idea. I mean, I guess. I mean, this isn't even just one moment. Just every time someone shows support, honestly, or every time someone's in my chat and helps someone else or supports someone else, it's a great feeling. That'd
Yeah.
probably be my favorite, I guess.
Okay, that's a very good answer. Yeah, that's yeah, no, no. Where would you like to be? Do you think in a year, as a streamer or in life in general?
I'd like to have my medical problem, my hernias fixed mainly, to be honest.
Okay,
That's really the biggest thing. Um, as far as a streamer, I don't know. To be honest, I have no idea. I haven't said I don't know. It doesn't matter to me, I guess. To be honest, if I'm still doing it,
one stream
awesome.
at a
If it
time.
turned into something awesome, if not, yeah, exactly. One day at a time, even.
Mm-hmm. I get that. I get that. Dad Walker, are you an RPG, first person shooter, or a multiplayer gamer? Which
I'll play anything. I play anything.
Okay, that's cool. It's a self-explanatory answer. I'm not even going to go why. I mean, that makes sense. I'm kind of the same, so I get that. I think a lot of people do. Uh, if someone very close to you, friends, family, someone who is very close to you, that's in your life now. Okay, let's make it present. So if family, friends now who are very close, to you were to write a novel about you, what will they title it and why?
I have no idea.
As the title.
If you
That'd be
can't
as
tell, I'm terrible about talking about myself. I have no idea.
maybe that's
To be honest, I don't know.
maybe that's the title they put down. I have no idea.
I
I
don't
I've
even know what happened, man. I don't even know what happened.
I I have no idea the Dab
Oh
Walker
man.
story.
I mean, honestly, it would be where the hell he come from. I mean, honestly, maybe to be, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
not exactly a normal person by any means.
okay, Shogun. Let's put the question to you since you decided to come in with a title for that book. Where the hell did he come from? Why? Why would you choose that title? Putting you on the spot there, Shogun. I think Shogun's doing his research for when he's on the podcast. While he's thinking about that, why? Let's move on to which would you rather do? Explore the deepest part of the ocean, where no one's obviously been, pressure wise and stuff like that, or go to space, and why?
Hmm. I'd rather do the ocean first, kind of like know what I'm sleeping with before I go out to space and bring more problems back.
Interesting. My other two guys said space. I'm kind of the same. I'm kind of like what don't we know exists in the ocean? Like
Yeah,
it's
we
so
have
vast.
no, and the deepest we've gone, they have records of things they've never seen before, and the divers never want to go back down again. So like,
Yeah,
what they see?
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
You want to go to space?
yeah. I mean, like, let's figure out our own planet first, and then maybe move on. But
Yeah,
yeah, I get that. Yeah, I'm the same. I think my answer would be ocean as well. I've said that in the last two streams as well. I think I'm very interested in what is in the deepest, darkest canyons in the ocean that we don't know about. Okay, so hot or cold climate and why? Which is your which is your go to?
uh, dry.
Oh, interesting. Dry. So not even hot or cold, just dry.
Yeah, it doesn't affect my asthma as bad, man.
Oh,
I
okay.
can breathe better. That's the whole reason.
And that's the why. Okay,
uh,
perfect. Okay, okay, fair enough. Uh, when I asked earlier about if one of your friends wrote a book about you and what they title it, that's one thing. But what, in your opinion, would you think would be the genre of the book? If there was a book about you, Master Dad Walker, what would the genre
you
be?
know those choose your own adventure books that never end the way
Oh,
you
I
think?
freaking love them. Yeah, I used to go back then and to go to the different option afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's my life.
yeah. Okay, fair enough. So it'd be what were they called again? Action adventures, one action adventure books. Um, Shogun wrote down. Well, for me personally, the guy came into my life out of nowhere at a probably
Damn,
perfect
man.
time. I moved out of my town we live in now, and it's kind of Okay. Nowhere in the middle of nowhere. I'm a city boy, so I had like nothing in common with anyone. My guy here filled the companion spot, and he's been a dope as needed friend since. So he's been a dope ass friend. Okay, that's good. I'd say that's supposed to be being a dope ass friend and needed since. Okay, perfect. Novel about friendship, you know. So that's amazing. So that's cool. And Shogun, I'm delighted you met Dab because obviously he's made a profound difference in your life, and that is like as we were talking about here about being successful. That shows that Dab is not just successful in streaming but also in real life as well. Because if he can affect someone that much in real life and not just on stream, then I mean
See, this is
that
why I do shit without telling anyone because I don't need to know all this.
yeah. Well,
I
you
love it.
I think you do. Okay, so question for you. As a streamer, content creator, because that's why we're here is we're currently on stream. We're currently streaming is what we're doing. One viewer, but they're an active viewer, he or she, are 20 viewers in chat, but nobody is talking.
Wait, what? Okay,
So if
wait.
if you had to
What?
choose,
What's the question?
if you were streaming basically right now, okay, which you are, and you had one viewer in I see my viewers turned off, so I never know. So, but if you had one viewer and you could see you had one viewer, but they were an active chatter, they were chatting in your chat, or 20 viewers on screen on in your viewer count, but nobody's saying anything. Which would you rather, and why?
Uh, both are important, to be honest. Some people don't like chatting, they just like to watch and lurk, but other people like to have a conversation, which is really great too. But I wouldn't dismiss either one, to be completely honest.
Yeah, the last guest said the same thing, and I think it's important as well. I said the same. I would agree. I think myself, I do it myself. I go into new people's streams that I just met, who might have followed me, and I follow them back, and go in, and I might just lurk and see watch a couple of their streams before I actually chat for the first time because I want to kind of get a feel for that person if I haven't actually seen them before, you know. So yes, both are important. Don't dismiss both. I would agree. I mirror that sentiment completely. I think both is important. Good answer, and the reason why is good. I like what you said there. Right, 10 gifted subs or 10 new supportive followers, and why?
10 new supportive followers. I'd rather get to know people and have a real relationship.
Mm-hmm. And you know that then that support will follow if you ever need something off them. They're more likely to give than the 10 gifted subs. You might actually get more what you need emotionally, physically, and maybe financially if
Yeah.
you needed it. If you ever really in a bad situation
I've
from
never wanted to
supportive
be
followers.
anyone's friend because of their money. It's
Yeah.
not how life works.
eh,
It's not how life should work, I should say.
Good. Okay. Yeah. Excellent answer. And the why is brilliant. Your favorite snack or drink while or before or after streaming? Yeah.
G Fuel for the drink. Snack is me and food have a complicated relationship.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. So I'm not gonna ask you the next one. The next one is normally a favorite comfort meal in general, but I'm supposing you don't have one. It's probably what you feel like at the time.
Yeah, it's yeah, I don't know.
Fair enough.
I don't really have a comfort meal, to be honest.
Just whatever you feel like eating at the time, or whatever you have at
It's
hand.
more of whatever my I guess is appetizing. I don't know. I don't my body doesn't eating is a waste of time, I guess. And once you've made everything, know how it tastes. Eating is boring, maybe. I don't know. My body's weird and my brain doesn't they don't talk.
Well,
So
it's not if they don't talk. You're a chef. I mean, chefs they make meals for other people as well as for themselves, obviously. But when you're making a meal, you have to taste everything that you're cooking, obviously, because before you
yeah,
send it out, because you
and
will
that
need
is
to
part
know.
of it.
And I think that because of that, a lot of meals get lost in translation for chefs because they're like, well, look, I know how it's going to taste anyway. So it's just a meal. It ends up being just a meal
Yeah.
for you, as in, I have to eat, so I'm just going to eat, rather than what do I want to eat? I get that. I feel that for chefs. I think that's one downside of being a chef when it comes to food is that food becomes um you're molding clay if you're a potter. You know, like it just becomes something that you work with rather than something that you used to
Yeah, what
enjoy to
Shogun
eat.
just said. That's a good answer actually.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, we go with that one. I like that. For those of you who aren't in or don't see that in chat, it's Shogun wrote down his favorite meals are the ones he puts a smile on his friend's face. So the meals he cooks for other people. That's cool. Okay, dog or cat person or what and why? Neither. I'm a hamster
Uh
guy.
I've had cats and dogs, and honestly, they're different.
I'll be honest. I'm going to answer this one for him. It's a chicken, and it's because of our creators.
First of all, it would be a duck. We all know that.
Oh yeah, collecting ducks is
I
shark.
am more of a dog person, but I
Hmm.
have had a few cats in my life that I did get really attached to. I don't have anything against cats,
Okay,
but I am probably more of a dog. I would rather, if I had to choose, I'd rather have a dog.
okay, okay. Because of, I suppose because they're there for you, aren't they? They're kind of always a dog is always kind of there for you.
No, I don't. I don't know. I've had a dog since I can remember,
Yeah, I've had
in one
dogs and
capacity or another until I got older.
I've cats at the moment. But I've had dogs all my life. I don't have a dog for a few years now, but dogs would come when you call them. Cats will sometimes, depending on what mood they're in and what if food and everything. And cats are,
Yeah,
I love my two cats, but there's something different about a dog in the sense of I don't want to say obedience because that makes it feel like you're their master, and I never feel like I was ever the master or the owner of my dog.
it's
I
the
always
relationship and attachment you get to a dog.
yeah, it's a relationship. I think it is what it is. Um, this one's an interesting question. Swim with dolphins, walk with penguins, or run with tame lions, and why?
There's no such thing as a tame lion, but probably that one
Run with lions. Yeah. Why?
because there's no such thing as a tame lion.
Ex- run from lions. So, in other words, what you're
We're not gonna know what's gonna happen there. Like, oh, they're fine, they're
saying.
tame. Okay, I'm a fat piece of meat. We're gonna see how tame they are.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we're coming to the end of the podcast now, so you'll be glad to hear. I've enjoyed it thoroughly so far. But let's ask the last few questions. So again, uh, again, right. So you're a streamer, you're a content creator. What is your biggest advice to a potential new streamer about this vocation? Because streaming is a vocation, in my opinion. It's not something people just decide to do. It's something that people feel
No
they
one knows
need to do.
everything. Don't
Mm.
believe them if they tell you they do.
Fair enough. Okay, that's a very good bit of advice. Okay, so
And like a doctor, always get a second opinion.
oh, I like that one. Okay. Might steal that one actually going forward. Uh,
You can go right ahead, sir. Use that all you want.
will you get me? You said yes earlier at Star Stream, remember? The old video contract. What is this?
So
And going by everything you said, I think that's like my again. I should be giving my opinion on what your answer is because you gave your answer. But I think like for me, your stream dream is literally what you're living at the moment. It's you're enjoying it. Keep doing it while you're enjoying it. You know.
yeah.
In your stream, should we expect a locked in sweaty gameplay, shooting rocketeer, or laughing minute content?
Both.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, guys, I think if you go
I mean, we
into
definitely lock in, but man, do we have some funny and stupid moments.
oh man, definitely yes. If you want to check out some good, go check out his channel, guys. Check out these clips as well if you're in there and have yeah, definitely sweaty gameplay in Ark and a few other games. And obviously, he said he finished all the Zelda games, so he does lock in obviously when he plays games. But laugh a minute, definitely, yeah. I mean, so just some of the conversations with other players from different teams when they come across him, they're like just for that alone, even sometimes just for that. All right, okay,
Interactions in our creators is crazy.
yeah, it is. um, right, we see Master Dab Walker has just gone live. Why should we go to your channel? Um, Why should anyone go into your channel and support and watch Dab Walker when he goes live? Now, I know your personality will say they shouldn't. They have an option to go if they only if they want to. But be honest for a second with
Oh
yourself.
no, if
What?
they're following me and they see me go live,
Yeah.
and then obviously, they either have fun hanging out with me or something. And if that's something that is making them happy or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
then I hope they get that out of the stream. I love hanging out
Perfect.
with people and we have a good time.
Yeah, perfect. So why you is because they'll have a good time, they'll enjoy themselves, and because of who you are.
Hmm.
We've seen a lot of your personality today, and also of what you do on stream. Walker is very good guy, very good streamer, someone that you do want to watch, someone that you do want to spend time with, somebody you do want to play games with. He does bring that persona that you've seen today into his streams, so it is fun, it is laugh a minute, it is locked in gameplay as well. It's a lot of different aspects of him as well as of what he brings to the game and to the stream that would make you want to go watch him. So I'm glad he said that, and I'm glad he answered it the way he did. First of all, thank you so much, Master Dad Walker, for agreeing to do this today. I hope you enjoyed it. First of all, that's the main thing,
Yeah, I did. Thank you for having me.
and I hope I didn't upset you or anybody in stream or in chat
No,
during
not
this
at all.
podcast. I only hope you had a good experience and that you continue to have great streaming experiences going forward in this crazy world of like live content that we've put ourselves into ourselves. No one put a gun to our head for to do it. We volunteer for it. Again, I'm
No,
all
self torture is big amongst us guys. It's okay. We're okay. We
yeah,
chose it.
we chose this. Again, I'm always a DM away for help, advice, or near to listen. You know that I've told you that many times, as well as I know you are, and you've stressed in your stream and community. So if there's anything you'd like to share, anything extra about you yourself or with us, me and anybody in chat, or anything that you wanted to discuss, or some topics that you had in general
Uh,
to ask, maybe even something that you wanted to topic or you want to ask me or anything like that, feel free.
no, you covered a lot of good stuff. And honestly, if come hang out, you got questions, come out. We'll talk. We'll talk all stream. No problems. But you know,
No
yeah,
problem.
that's really it.
Any
I am who I am. I am. You see what you see is what you get. So
genuine article. The genuine article. Anything for me? Do you have anything you want to ask me, or anything that you wanted to throw back my way now? You're welcome, Wicked. Welcome back.
these are fantastic podcasts. Take a breath. Doing a fantastic job. Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Appreciate that. I actually went to
You're
like,
a
do you have any questions
fantastic.
for me?
You're a fantastic interviewer. You have great questions, and I know you're somewhat worried about it, but you're not focused on yourself. You have been wholly focused on interviewing me this whole time. You can't help that your life will sometimes interact with it. That's what makes it part of the process too. You're doing fantastic, man. It's been great.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Unexpected to hear that. I was like, do you want to ask me a question? I thought you were gonna hit me with a load of questions. No one knew, like mad questions, but you didn't. Yeah, thank you so much for taking it back a little bit by that. I appreciate it. It's something that I wanted to do for a while, but didn't have the nerve, and now I finally have the nerve to do it. Hope it's
I
going
say be
well.
confident because you're doing fucking fantastic, man. Have more faith in yourself. Mando, you're fucking awesome. I know it's hard for you to see that sometimes, but you really are. This has been great. It's coming out how you envisioned it, to be honest. So
I really appreciate that, Dab. I appreciate that so much. Again, though, it wouldn't be a podcast without the person sitting at the other side of the podcast. So again, thank you to you, because it wouldn't be entertaining. It wouldn't be a podcast if there wasn't someone worth talking to, and everybody's worth talking to. There's nobody in this world that
yeah,
isn't worth talking to.
exactly.
So I appreciate you, and you did an excellent job today as well, and I think you came across very well, and I think that you came across exactly as I see you when I play with you and when we stream together. So I think everybody else will as well. So guys, again, his name is in the title. Go click on it if you want to follow and see more of Dad Walker.
Yeah, if you ever
Um,
see that name in a game, it's me.
yes, Mr.
That's
Dad
me.
Walker, that's him. But I'm gonna end again with a massive thank you to you. You've been fantastic. Perfect. Well, That is the conclusion of the third installment of This Is Our Way with Mando G11. Will be the end, and I want to thank you one more time, Dab. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming on. That was the third ever installment of This Is Our Way with Mando G11's podcast. Anybody else out there in the world of Twitch or other platforms who streams or as a content creator wants to do this podcast, feel free to hit me up within the Discord. The Discord should be linked in the or pinned in chat. You'll see This Is Our Way with Mando G weekly podcast. You'll also see the Discord message at the end of it. Join the Discord if you want and send me a DM or whisper me on Twitch. My about page on Twitch, and you'll also see my other social. We're going to go to ending screen. And I hope you enjoyed that, everybody. I don't know. I'm hoping the podcasts are going well and that they're enjoyable. And thank you all so much for being here. Thank you so much, because it wouldn't be a podcast without the guest, first of all. And of course, you, the chat, for being involved. So I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So thank you for being here. And thank you for spending time here with me and with MasterDabWalker today, and whichever guest is on. Um, and I hope you're enjoying it, guys, because I'm enjoying doing it. I hope you're enjoying listening to it and watching it.